Shit. All right. We here. All right, Zay.
Yo, salute. We on live. You can hear me, Chop?
Yeah, you got a you got a little bit of the subway coming through a little bit, but other than that, nah, you straight. We can hear you.
Yeah, I'm on my way to work, but we could start this live and shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't
All
stop the
right.
process.
So go ahead and introduce what we got going on. Cause that this is definitely an interesting topic, and I appreciate you, bringing this to us.
Yes, sir. Always. I appreciate you too, Chop. You know what you doing on YouTube and shit. You know, I fuck with it heavy, dog. Yeah, for everybody who don't know me, man, this is Xavier, you know what I'm saying? Coming out of Philadelphia.
Oh, oh, hold up, hold up. All right, we gonna get you back. Hold on. All right, Zay, and he on the train. Like I said, he making this round, so just bear with him. He'll be right back.
Yeah, we back, Chop. We back.
All right, there we go. All right,
Uh,
all right, there we go.
yeah, we back. Like I
All right,
said, man, this is A100. You know, for those who don't know me, Xavier, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming from Philadelphia, you know, and I've been watching Chop for like probably like a year right now. So, but really, originally, I was watching Ayo
hey,
Kaseko and Naeem.
hold on. Just don't mind the interruption, y'all. He
Hello?
traveling. Yeah, we here. Don't mind the interruption. Zay traveling at the moment, so if he
All right.
break up, just know he'll be right back.
Yes, sir. You can hear me now, right, Chop?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, you know, we originally came from Ayo Kaseko, you know, and I tapped in on Chop. You know, I came from Naeem Edwards' show. You know, I fuck with her. Shout out to Naeem Edwards. You know, hopefully she had come through with us, give us a couple pointers. You know what I'm saying? B, all of them. Theo. You know,
Hmm.
shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We're about to touch on this topic. This is a very important topic. It's,
Facts.
yeah, it's about to cut off again.
All right, it's all right. Don't trip. I got it. Salute, salute, heavy lefty. Yeah, me, heavy lefty in the building.
That
Yeah,
is,
man. This topic that Zay is bringing to the community right now is a heavy topic. Oh, shouts out Naeem. Look, Zay just talked you up, Naeem.
yo, Naeem, what's up? Salute, Naeem, salute.
Yeah, so this a heavy topic because one, it has to do with us gun owners and anybody who believe in that Second Amendment rights. Come on now, you gotta love it. And then this is from what I'm getting, this is a police officer that's bringing this attention to our forefront. So we definitely need to pay attention to what he's getting at, because if the police is in this time, if the police is telling you, how to get away with certain things and how to protect yourself the right way, you might want to listen. You know what I'm saying? So
Most
this is
definitely.
why this conversation is so important. And shouts out to Uncle Freedom, because this is who is producing this video today. Uncle Freedom is he's only give us 10 guaranteed tips and 2 bonus tips to go off of, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and run this, and as he goes through his tips, of course, we're gonna break down and we're gonna add our chime in and add our opinions into it, because ultimately I'm not fitting to combat the police on what he's talking about. If he's actually the police, I'm gonna actually listen to what he's talking about.
What's up, guys? I'm Uncle Freedom, coming to you on another glorious and well-deserved day off, and we're going to be playing with some new stuff. So I have
Yeah, y'all go like and subscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Freedom. Like I said, he's legit. He's legit. We don't cover nobody that's not legit. So
Right, and we
a
don't care
brand
what
new,
color
very
you is, man.
yeah,
Information
yeah,
is information, dog.
yes, sir. Information does not have no color or no race, no ethnicity, nothing. It just has to do with the information that's being produced. Is it valid or is it not valid?
Yep.
expensive camera in front of me. I have a backdrop that's on the way here now, as well as better lighting that'll give you guys a more cinematic viewing experience. I already have really good microphones because I'm a sound guy, but I've never been a video guy until now. But you guys are watching, so it's time to give you guys better stuff to watch. So I also have a new editing software, so if things seem a little weird, sorry, apologize for that now, but we'll keep going. So, what are we going to talk about? We're going to do some hard truths today. Some real hard truths. We're going to talk about some hard truths of self-defense. Could also be of gunfighting, but not exclusively to gunfighting. This is a hard truth designed more for your everyday average American citizen going about his life that could find.
And salutes to this guy, bro, because that's all we do is give y'all hard truths. We don't give y'all nothing easy over here. It ain't no easy sugar coated nothing over here. Everything is always hard truths. That's why I already rock with him.
Facts. That's why I love y'all channel, man. That's why I love this channel.
himself in the absolute worst situation known to man. So here we go. Hard truths of self-defense. If you randomly see me playing with firearms, sorry. Number one, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, says that you're going to get an actual full view sight picture. So we have a lot of this in our head. We train it on the range, and we have like this Q style target where we're ripping shots off at this Q. But what if I told you that in an actual defensive encounter, you may only get like a sliver of this dude, or maybe you only get part of the face? What if you only get like from here to here, and that's all you can see, but you have to stop the threat?
Facts, Chop. Pause it right there, Chop, so I could
Yeah.
chime in on that. See, this is why it's important when y'all go to the range. You want to like have realistic moments. Like, for example, you don't want to go to the range and just shoot and fire off rounds. You want to actually go to the range, have your holster. I advocate holsters. You need a holster. That's number one, man. Um,
Definitely.
you need a holster and you need to draw from your holster. You know what I'm saying? That's very
Hmm.
important. When I go to the range, first thing I do is before I even fire rounds, I first thing I do is I dry fire first, so I could get the mechanics down pat and stuff like that. So and
Facts.
and like you said, if you could get into an outdoor range and like move around, that's very important because you're gonna have to move and shoot. Like just standing and shooting, that's not realistic. So If you can get an outdoor range, or if you can find an outdoor range in your local area, do that. You know what I'm saying? That's very important.
Facts. Nah, and 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 that is good technique. So with any kind of tool, because that's what you're using, is actually a tool. You know, with any kind of tool, you want to learn the proper mechanics, the proper techniques, and all that stuff. This is what makes it so important. You know, like Zay said, not only, yes, it's good to practice at a range and practice shooting at a still target. You know, that helps with your accuracy, with your control and stuff like that. But uh, in a realistic environment is where you really want to be at, because no, like you said, nobody's gonna stand in front of you just still and let you shoot them.
Exactly.
You
And you're
know,
gonna
you
have to
might
move
get,
around also.
yeah,
You know what
you
I'm saying?
might be peeking around the corner and oh shit, damn, my bad. You might be peeking around the corner and motherfucking you only can see his shoulder. I kind of leaned on my lizard just now and he like pushed me off. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing? But yeah, you know, you might only get his shoulder, or you might only get the chest and the stomach. So yeah, realistic environments is where you would best be wanting to shoot at outside. And ultimately, for real, gun ranges, like indoor gun ranges, it's not really gonna help you too much. You better off you're better off setting up like pictures on your wall and stuff like that in your house, and
Right, and
then
dry fire.
dry firing from around corners and moving and
Facts.
shooting like that, because that would be more real a realistic environment if somebody breaks into your house, because ultimately,
Hmm.
who is prepared for a worst case scenario in a home invasion?
Right. Yeah, the average citizen is not, dry firing at home and doing all the things they need to do. Little tip stuff like people not even people not even going to training. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People not even training. They not even doing little basic shit. Like Naeem be saying, like people don't have time for this shit most of the time, and you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of shit going on. They working, and sometimes you gotta cut time. Whatever you want to do.
Facts.
You know
Okay, B just popped up. Let's go. B in the building. Yeah, and that's the truth. That's the truth. You know.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear
What's
you,
up,
B.
Okay.
B?
Hey, what's up, Zay?
Yo, what's up,
What's
B?
up, Chuck?
Salute, salute.
Yeah, B. So we was just basically we had pre-started the video, and Zay was touching on the topic where the guy said you're not gonna get a full view of your target in a real like life and death situation. Like if somebody come in and you get into a firefight, you're not really gonna have a full view of the target. You might only have his shoulder or like the side of his head. So Zay was touching in on that part just now,
Okay.
just to give you a rundown of where we was at.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, but what you think though, B? What you think? Did you did you manage to get
Shit,
watch the whole video?
this is it's really okay. Like for instance, I always refer to the real life situations of what we see in Chicago or just in any inner city. It all, at the end of the day, this come down to reflex, it come down to reaction time, and to a large extent, you gotta already have in your mind where you finna place a shot before you even pull your gun, before you even pull your firearm.
Mm.
Mm.
You
Mm-hmm.
you gotta already know. It's like boxing, right?
Right.
You already know what combinations you finna open up with. It's the same
Mm.
principle. The same principle applies to when you carrying a firearm. You gotta already be mentally rehearsing. Okay, well, if this happened, or if it's from this angle, you gotta already see your target, like the outline in your mind already,
Right.
Hmm.
because that's already 50% of you hitting your target. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you already got in your mind, okay, if it's from an angle, it's no different than us playing Call of Duty.
Facts.
Most of the kills that we get on Call of Duty, them not a lot of them kills don't be straightforward kills.
Yeah.
Them
No. No.
kills be them
They be
kills
set
be
up.
on the move, right? Them
Yeah.
kills be on the move, all that. So it's the same principle. I believe this is my personal belief. I believe that them boys in Chicago so accurate from that uh, uh training, mental training from playing Call of Duty. Them boys ain't been in nobody gun range, man.
Hmm.
They haven't practiced no loads and reloads. But
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
nobody can deny the accuracy. I mean, a lot of innocent people get killed, but nobody can deny that when them boys pull, you hit.
They hitting something. Yeah.
They hitting something
Yep.
Hmm.
because then they already got in their mind how it's gonna go.
Mm. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like and dang, it's crazy you say that because when you said that, like John Wick was playing in my head just now, and I was thinking how John Wick does his like kills, like he set shit up to where as though like he'll shoot somebody in their foot, and then the foot might react to where as though he'll grab the gun. Now he'll
Yeah,
use
bend
that
over.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yep.
he'll use
Yep.
Yeah.
that
Yep.
person and he'll shoot somebody else, you know what I mean, in a position to where as though he not really killing them, but he disabling them from being able to shoot. So he can move on to the next
Right.
target. And
You,
then he'll go back and finish that dude that's on the ground so he can eliminate that. Yo, that's
and
crazy
you
to
know
me.
what's crazy being chopped? They have that
What up?
in video games too. Like y'all ever played Max Payne?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like where he slow down and then like you land shots in certain places. Even
Yeah.
though it's a video game, it's the
It's the
same
same
exact shit.
concept.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Yep. And then when in that situation, right? If you're not face on, now it's all about how fast you pull and how quickly you can get your sights lined up. Because
Hmm.
whether a person's sideways or at an angle or whatever, if you got them in between them sights, it don't matter.
Hmm.
Oh, you hitting. Yeah. You
Yeah.
Yeah,
hitting.
you don't. It don't even matter. So you could be at an angle. You could even be a person could even be moving. If
Right
they
here.
in between, if they in between them sights, that's a done deal. So
Right
it's
here.
so a lot. So it's a lot about. So a lot of it is again having the mental preparation of where you already know where you want to place shots, and two, sight placement, getting them sights on and
Hmm.
online, and that way, and that all come down to technique. That's
Yup.
why again the draw and reholster. If you use holsters or whatever, the draw and reholster, getting it out, getting it up on point, getting it back in pocket. That's
Right.
important. It's no different than like a basketball. They do dribble drills all the time, even in profession. Why? Because that's how you move with the ball. That's the foundation. So if you carrying a firearm, your foundation need to be your draw and reholster.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do that so much. It's like
See.
it's natural. Like when
Right.
I even put my pistol up, it automatically is a sign. It's just like walking. Damn near.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
See,
shit.
y'all, what
Go
people
ahead.
need to get what people need to get is something like this. So get y'all a little poster board like this. You know what I mean? Or actually, because you can buy the targets in packs. The targets don't be that much, and you place these targets around your house like this. Like this is just one of them. I don't shoot at the circle because the circle too big. I shoot at the O. The O got a inside the ACOG O is a little crosshair inside there. So I shoot at that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yup,
Right.
yup.
I set up different things like I have my son dinosaurs and I might set one on the table. I might set one on the entertainment center. And I'll just go through the house and on some tactical stuff and I'll shoot at the dinosaurs.
Yup.
You see what I'm
And
saying? So you don't necessarily have to have targets. You can get you a couple bottles, and because that's what you used to shoot at before targets was invented. You get you a soda can, and you go out back and you shoot at the soda can till you knock that shit off.
another important thing is people gotta learn how to transition to target to target as well too. Like that's
Exactly.
a main, and that's and like what you said, Chop. That can help too. Like setting little toys, Legos, anything
Hmm.
small. You know what I'm saying? And transition.
Right.
Like you know
See,
what I'm saying?
I chose the reason why I chose my son toys because Targets is too big. You know what I'm saying? Like I get the whole point of yeah, you shooting at a silhouette. But if I can hit a toy, then I know, yeah, I mean if I shoot at your arm or something like that or your leg, I'm guaranteed I'm gonna hit that motherfucker. Because
Right.
I'm used to shooting that shit that's small. So I mean your arm and your leg, that shit ain't but so big, I should be straight. I'm shooting at little ass toys and shit. Shit, I should be able to put them shots where I need them to be at.
Oh yeah. It's no different than a boxer, training with a tennis ball.
Right. A boxer, yeah, the same way boxers train with tennis balls. Exactly. Heck yeah.
You
Because
know that head strap with the ball in the front.
hmm
Yeah.
that's precision punching. That's precision punching
Right.
right there.
Right.
So if I'm looking at a slither of your body, guaranteed I'm gonna hit that.
And hit that bitch.
Real talk. Hold on, let me go ahead and start this video.
Your very everyday average 10-yard shot may become incredibly low percentage if all you have is a very small window. So something you should be keeping in the back of your head as you go train and do things on the range, which is nobody said you're going to get an actual full target presentation. You will not, nobody said you're going to get a fully straight on. I hear this all the time. People talking about, we look at ammunition and stuff. The conversation is, well, I mean, the body's only 9 inches deep, right? But if you've got a weird oblique shot, you got to put a round through like here to get into here, might want a little better punch. But nobody said you're going to get a full sight presentation. Just period. That's how it is, man. Tell you, like, you.
And that's important too. He right. I got you, Naeem. I got you, Naeem. Yeah, yeah, because that's right. You want something now. We ain't talking about overkill, but we talking about, I mean, possibility of stopping your threat. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, if you gotta shoot somebody in the shoulder, you want something that's gonna hit and actually go through and stop somewhere along here. You don't want that
Right.
shit to just hit his arm and stop in his arm. You
Right.
know
And
what I'm saying?
it's not about killing somebody. It's just about like Chop said, it's just
Exactly.
about slowing down the target. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to kill somebody. And we gonna get into that later on, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. We gonna touch on that topic later, but yeah, it's just it's like you said, it's the stopping the initial threat.
Very rarely do people stand in the open and let you shoot at them. So Number two, and this goes great with point number one, and that is that you are in no way, shape, or form. And when I say you, I mean very rarely is this the case. You're not training hard enough. And I'm not talking about just your ability to shoot. We're discussing the stress, the adrenaline dump, um, sympathetic nervous system activations, where if you don't know what SNS is, SNS is basically like the human body's defense mechanism against high levels of stress. Um, and it's lizard brain, man. It's the do you live through this and fight brain versus do you not, or do you run away brain? Right, that's where your fight or flight exists.
And that's a heavy topic right there, because I was talking to somebody, and I was matter of fact, I was talking to my cousins and them. I was asking them like, "Yo, do y'all know what happened to G Dep?" And they was thinking about like G Dep, like, "Oh no, no, no!" Like I thought he just had that one hit and fell off, and I'm like, "Nah, bruh. If we thought we thought that was the case, but that wasn't even the case." So the story with G Dep is wild. G Dep actually caught a body. Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, I didn't even know that. And the fact that he caught the body and couldn't live with himself because he blew up and nobody like questioned about the body and nobody really cared or what about what happened, kind of like got brushed underneath the joint. He couldn't live with that, with his conscience that he was a big time rapper celebrating this stuff, and then this guy he killed, nobody gives a damn about, and ain't nobody even say nothing about it or nothing. So this is the mentality, you know what I'm saying, of killing somebody. Everybody think I'm a stepper, I'm a slide, I'm a dude. But yeah,
Yeah.
you get that first body, that monkey is on your back now forever. You gonna see that
And
face
then,
for the rest of your life. Can you live with that?
Shit,
and then
even
you know,
shooting somebody, the dad fuck with you a little bit. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? People don't get it,
you know,
man.
you got a lot of people. I'm gonna say the average person. You haven't been in no gunfight. Like I was blessed to make it through. You know what I'm saying? Situations that I've been in, but I'm gonna tell you up front, all that tough shit, all that shit that motherfuckers be thinking in their mind, as far as how hard they is, that shit go out the window when you looking at that bitch from the other side. When you looking at them
Hell,
sparks, when you looking at them sparks from the receiving end, that's a whole nother that's a
mm,
whole nother ball game. A lot of people you ain't never shot nobody, nor have you got shot. So even in getting shot, that's a
mhm,
whole nother mind's frame. Because shit, you can panic yourself into death from a non-critical injury if you on some panic shit. So it's a lot of things that go into them situations. That's the only good thing I could say about my experience from the street. Shit, I have been in some battles, like some real life. I'm looking at you, look at me, trying to kill me while I'm trying to kill you type shit.
facts.
You see what I'm saying? So that when you go through that shit ain't no fun. Getting shot ain't no motherfucking fun. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because when you get to
No,
the
it's a
hospital,
badge of honor.
hell no, because when you get to the hospital, you realize shit, motherfucker, you could have got killed, nigga. This could be tomorrow.
Hmm.
Now, like real talk, when you get hit, when you get to that hospital and all them people moving and shit, that's when it hits you. Nigga, this could be the morgue table.
Yup,
Hmm.
yup.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too that you gotta when he talk about that stress. Like I say, if you haven't been in that situation, you don't even have a clue of how you gonna respond. With me, I've been in a couple of situations. I done heard bullets hitting the door of a car, and I'm in her ducked down, and I'm hearing this shit hit this damn door. You see what I'm saying? Um, I've been in situations where, like I say, buddy on the sidewalk, I'm in the middle of the street, and it wasn't even no words passed. It was some on site shit in real life.
Mm.
You you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that's a different ball game when it's because the draw that shit happens, bro. We had empty clips in less than 30 seconds. That's how
Hmm.
Yup,
fast that shit be going.
yup.
This is not TV. This ain't no movie. When that shit is on, that shit is 15 to 30 seconds and it's over. Either somebody still standing or both of y'all up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So shit. Look, Chop and B, when them bullets start flying and hit near your body, your
Hmm.
fucking shock waves go off. Like your nerves start going off.
Mm-hmm.
That shit ain't no joke, bro. And then like
And
the
so,
after being shot, that shit hurt. Like the healing process, that shit hurt bad, bro. Like,
and shit, that flight, because again, when you getting shot at, especially if it's close range where you can see the fire, your instinct is to run.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
But if you run, you gonna get shot. So so in them seconds, you really have to what they say commit. You gotta commit.
Mhm.
and you gotta stay calm, man. Like it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's and see, like I told Fia, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like when you are by gunfire, you know what I'm saying? That shit actually pulses through your body, especially where you at. And I told Fio, you would think that because like I've been around gunfire and stuff like that, I've been shot at and stuff like that, that you would have some sense of relaxation when it comes to being around gunfire. That's a fucking false reality, bro. When I go into the gun range, it takes me about 5 minutes to get settled down to the gunfire going off around me because I'm like keep looking at shit like cause that inside that gun range that shit echoes different when you outside that you know
The
yeah
sound has room to travel.
travel exactly when you in that cage it's just the sound is there boom so you feel the vibration. He could be like two joints down. If he got a big enough gun, you gonna feel that vibration.
Hmm. That's why they'll be wanting them fullies and them binaries up in the range. Well, I know
Mhm.
down here they be hating a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that stress of when it's going down, that's some real shit.
Hmm.
And
That
like I
shit
say,
is.
ain't nobody brave when you see that fire.
Hmm.
Nope.
Everybody's taking cover. That don't mean you taking cover trying to see, okay, if you not hit, your instinct is to take cover. Because you know, as a human being, in your instinct, you know that what's coming out the end of that barrel ends physical existence.
Yup.
Hmm.
Even if you do got a firearm, it's like you still gotta take cover because it's like,
Uh,
what's the what?
Police take cover all the time. I don't see police don't run up on nobody with no gun. Them
Hell no.
motherfuckers get out, they take cover, they get position. Shit, cause they already know. Shit, run down there if you want to. Shit.
Hmm.
So ain't that brave shit? That's out the window. You know what I'm saying? That's some ego shit. That's some rapper shit. In real
Right.
life, ain't nobody brave when that motherfucker sparking. Shit. Not even the motherfucker pulling it. Cause in his mind, shit, you think about consequences.
Hmm. Hmm. And we know, muff. It's a lot of people out there that shot with their eyes closed, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
You know, and bruh, I'm telling you, I'm telling this shit real, bruh. Like, I don't know why people think this, and I'm glad you brought this to yeah, I mean the forefront, Zay, because this is the conversation that we've been needing to have. Y'all motherfuckers ain't built like that to be having guns. Period. If
Right.
y'all was built like that to be having guns, y'all asses would have tripped if motherfuckers say, yeah, y'all guys getting fucking deported over there to go fight in the war. Deployed. That's how I meant. Deployed. Yeah, I mean shit. Where the shooters at when it's time to get deployed? Oh, motherfucker,
Somebody got to fight.
you hear that shit, Zay? Oh shit, my firearm gone. Somebody stole it. Shit, niggas start coming up with all the excuses in the world. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers y'all ain't really trying to catch no bodies. Cause if y'all was really trying to catch no bodies fighting for your country and shit would be no motherfucking problem. You can go catch all the bodies you want.
Yeah, shit. But the again, the best defense is to avoid situations altogether if you can.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be good to have, what I'm saying, purchase all these firearms and they just something I can pass down to the next generation.
Hmm.
That'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Because if the situation arises where any of this shit got to be used, ain't no turning back, number one.
Hmm.
That's number one. Ain't no turning back. Either even if you get away, there's no turning back mentally, spiritually, ain't no turning back. And if it's done got to the point where you got to use it, shit, that means you probably gonna have to keep using it.
Mm-hmm. Real
And
You see
talk.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and see, this is
So
my bad, B.
no, you good.
This is why this is important because like we need more people, man. Like I can't save everybody. When the time come, I can't save everybody. I'm sorry. I gotta save the people I love, immediate family members, whoever and whoever need help. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. This is why it's important. Like if I'm going, something happened to me. Who else? Who else? Who
Hmm.
else you got to protect you? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And, and now more than ever is a time where people really need to be considering, what kind of network do you have? In case people not keeping up, this election situation is heating up. It's heating up, and
Hmm.
neither side is gonna be satisfied with the results. And they've been blaring this civil war. They've been just keeping that in our faces. Um, and we know who, despite all the laughs, smiles on TV, we know what it is in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So, so the time to get your network, the time to really be considering, how y'all even gonna communicate. Uh, if the grid go down, if it's some pop off in your city, um, yeah, it's a lot, man. Damn sure ain't no game though.
Hmm. And it
It's not
ain't
no
nothing.
game because
Yeah. Ain't nothing to
it's
be
not nothing to
playing.
play with. No, because this civil unrest, that's the word they use in the news. Civil unrest, civil unrest, civil unrest. They keep driving this idea into the minds of the masses.
Hmm. Because ultimately that's what it is. Be like, just like we were showing in that clip, Leave the World Behind, bro. We in the spot right now when motherfuckers don't even know who they being attacked by. We're being attacked by neo-Nazis, we're being attacked by migrants, we're being attacked by white supremacist proud boys, we're being attacked by daggone shit, our own Venezuelan gangs, cartels. I'm not trying to put y'all in that. Don't come for me, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying you just happen to be on the list, bro. There's not. I mean, no offense to y'all, bro. Don't come for me. But what I'm saying is, I mean, it's so many different. United States have so many ops, bro. We don't even know what's going on. Russia, daggone China, the sleeper cells they supposed to have in the water infrastructures and shit. So yeah, hell yeah, we in the fucking civil unrest.
Yup.
Like real talk. And so I don't know, man. Shit, everybody better just buckle up. That's all I can say.
Real
Buckle
talk.
up, cause the ride is not gonna get any smoother. And we
Mm-mm.
got to think all of this stuff is happening. How the level of craziness where they just had somebody upstate, some nigga you done straight up just uh ejaculated on somebody in the store, ran out the store, a nigga.
Oh yeah,
Bruh,
that happened in my city, B.
that shit
So
was wild.
so so if you got people this deranged and the lights are still on, people still going. That's why when you see shit like that, it really should set off alarm bells because this is why shit is still relatively normal as relatively as normal can be. Meaning people are still working, people still going up and down the street, the lights still on, and you got motherfuckers acting like this. So what's gonna happen when the lights go off?
Hmm.
What's
Mm,
gonna happen when it's really a situation where it's really civil unrest in the streets? We seen again crisis bring out the worst in people. We saw what happened in the Superdome with Katrina.
Hmm.
We in fucking water with fucking snakes and alligators in it, and niggas is in the Superdome raping. We ain't even got running water. It's stinking this motherfucker. Ain't nobody even bathed, and niggas is raping people
mm.
Yeah. Wild, bruh.
again. So you need to understand. Everybody need to understand, man. We are in and headed toward more difficult times. The violence is only getting worse. It's broad daylight. It used to be a certain time of day. Now it's you in the store and a motherfucker then straight up ejaculated on you
Mm,
and took
mm,
off
mm.
running. Like when on earth have we ever been in a society where this kind of shit was happening? I don't remember none of this shit coming up.
Nah.
I don't
I'm
I
not.
don't remember people getting pushed in front of trains and shit, random stabbings, motherfuckers just dry ass stabbing people. I don't
Mm-mm.
remember none of this kind of shit.
That's that migrant shit.
You can't blow your horn half ass without thinking, damn, I finna have to kill this motherfucker.
Hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's where we at. Cause blowing your horn could get you in a gunfight nowadays. Even if you in the right.
Real
Damn,
talk.
right, dude. Right, absolutely right.
That's why whatever kind of spiritual, practice a person have, you better get real with that shit.
Hmm.
Because you gonna need some motherfucking help. Cause it's demons on the earth right now.
Mm-hmm.
In real life, not no play shit.
Mm-hmm.
And people standing around ain't doing shit but recording. Fuck what
Rec-
the police already told you
Right,
they ain't gonna be there.
right.
If you can't see that you on your own, all of these instances, people are just standing around fucking recording it,
mm-hmm.
which means ain't nobody gonna help you.
Bro, even the lady that had that shit done to was recorded. Like, bro, there's no way. There's no way, bro. Like, you should be recording. I feel like that might be the time that you can be able to actually shoot somebody in their ass or in their back. I mean, to be justified. Like, I think that would be like one of the perfect reasons, bro, because that's like biological warfare, bro. Like that's
I, I just saw a thumbnail last night where a passerby shot a dude that had got the best of an Arkansas State trooper. So to highlight up your point that you would be justified because the dude he passed him by. That situation had nothing to do with him. But he shot the dude that was getting the best of the trooper.
Mm.
Mm.
So and then when we dealing with white guys, right? When it comes to these guns, like a lot of things they do, they be too technical with the shit. We have a certain rhythm about ourselves. That's why certain shit come natural. He's the 1, 2, 3 step to dance. Us, we just feel the beat and we just do whatever the fuck we feel, however the beat is moving us. So
Yup.
I'm saying that to say with white guys and these guns, you got to take that with a grain of salt. Cause a lot of shit that they got to train for and be all rigid and regimented with, we already got that shit. Now the tactics is cool and all that, but in an SHTF situation, the only time you will be using CBQ tactics, right? The only time you will be using that kind of shit is if you kicking in doors.
Yup.
You see what I'm saying? That's the only time.
Hmm.
If the lights out, and now you and your group, y'all look for resources. Now CBQ finna come in. So shot placement. Most gun battles happen within 3 feet of the shooters, and it's 3 seconds, and it's 3 shots average.
Yup.
They call that shit the rule of three. 3 feet, 3 seconds, 3 shots.
Yup. That's why your drawing time need to be at
Yep.
one. I mean, .76.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly, Zay. Motherfuckers don't understand. A
yeah,
second draw is slow.
Yeah. Yup.
yeah. Real
A
slow.
1 second draw is slow. So to show you how fast, again, and we all know that the hand is quicker than the eye.
Real talk. Ain't lying. Hey, they dropping facts on y'all right now, bruh. Y'all might want to pay attention. Shit, let's finish it up.
Stat is SNS. Not to mention just that, now your endurance, right? All of these three things, your stress, your sympathetic nervous system, your adrenaline dump, and your own cardiovascular endurance will all gang up to absolutely wreck your life in a high stress, high threat environment. It's just reality, man. It's how it goes. That's so if you see a lot of like cop footage, like body cam footage, you will see a cop that didn't get in a very you'll look at the guy and the guy looks incredibly fit. And what ends up happening is he gets in a very short altercation with another human being. And during that short altercation, by the time he gets this guy cuffed, 15 seconds into it, he's panting, breathing incredibly hard, can't catch his breath. And I see it all the time. People comment and they say, fat cop needs to do more work. We have a fun video coming up on some hard truths about law enforcement, both as a cop, but as people on the outside. So you guys might like that one. That one might actually end up being Patreon exclusive. I don't know if I can say the things that I want to say out loud and keep them on YouTube. So yeah, is a thing. I'm working on getting some things set up now. But you're not. And the thing is, reality is, like, even guys that are in exceptionally good shape with great cardio, great endurance, when you're put into a very high stress, high threat environment, your body activates the SNS because it keeps you alive. Part of that is diverting blood flow and stuff to what only needs to happen, which is the reason when it stops, you're out of breath, you can't breathe, you can't talk. And that happens to you too. So, I mean, it happens.
Yo, Chop, didn't
Yeah,
you say
yeah.
that in one live?
What's that?
Then you say you gotta keep that blood flow, that blood to flow.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
some
yeah.
real shit.
Yeah,
That's
because like you said, you'll burn out fast. You'll burn out real fast. Just trying to do whatever it was that was in front of you at that time. You know what I'm saying? But what happens after that? Like you said, you're gonna be out of breath, you're gonna be winded, you gonna be damn near your body ain't gonna be ready to move. You gotta be able to keep going through it. And that's what make boxes that I think that's what we was
Mm-hmm.
talking about. We was talking about boxes at that time.
Yep.
That's what make boxes ahead of the game and like one of the best fighters is because they don't train to fucking fight the first 1 through 5. They train to fight 12 rounds.
the
So
whole shit.
yeah, they don't. Yeah, if they get a knockout in the eighth round, fifth round, first round, that's phenomenal. But they don't train to get knockouts in the first round. They train to go 12 rounds so they can keep that endurance throughout the whole thing, so they can be explosive throughout the whole night.
Yup.
Right.
And this is correct, heavy. Yeah, I mean, a pistol for a home invasion, it's a lot of consequences that can happen with that. That's why you would recommend a 12 gauge or some type of shotgun to protect in a home invasion. But if you ain't got a shotgun, you gotta use what you gotta use. Shit.
And see, it's pros and cons with the shotgun too, because like
Hmm.
you really can't be really accurate with a shotgun, depending on what type of rounds you carry. But it do has its pros and cons. Like if somebody was to grab somebody from your house or your home and got them to gunpoint, you can't really do nothing. But shotgun rounds really don't go through walls like that. So
Right.
I see what so Chop is you is speaking facts though. So
No, but ultimately, this is where the rounds come into play, and he's gonna touch on that topic later. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Rounds come into play. This is why we got ball peen. This is why we got hollow point, soft point.
uh,
This is why we got different variations of ammunition. So if in case you did have a pistol for your home defense, you will want to go with something more softer than a full metal jacket, because a full metal jacket, that shit's gonna go until something stop it.
stop. Yep.
Yeah,
Stop
you
it.
will
Yep.
want something that's soft to where as though when it hits, it crumples up, but it's still gonna do damage to whatever it hits.
It's still gonna feel
And
like a real book like a FMJ, but it's gonna stop eventually.
Hmm.
on the shotgun side, right? Um, if you get you a bullpup shotgun with the semi-automatic, not the pump
Hmm.
action, but it cocked like a AK.
Right.
That's a much more manageable shotgun 12 gauge than the pump.
Facts. Yeah, that and the bullpup is serious. I like the bullpup, bro. If I'm gonna get, always said that if I'm gonna get a shotgun, I'm gonna get a bullpup, bro, because I like the platform that it comes in. You can't beat that combat platform. But also because they is made actually for you to be able to manage it. Like a lot of people don't
Hmm.
see. A lot of people fuck up with shotguns because they don't know how to shoot or manage a shotgun.
And that's the shotgun that looks like a rifle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me one
Hush.
second.
And all the time. It's just a part of the equation. So you're not training hard enough. The more stress, the more pressure you can put yourself under while you train. That old saying of "we sweat more in training to bleed less in combat." That is a very real thing, and it will help. But I will guarantee you, most people will still find themselves very out of breath in a very short encounter. Number three, and this goes great with number one also, which is shot placement, man. Caliber don't matter. It's all about that shot placement. You carry a 22 long rifle as long as you shoot them where you mean to. Well, what happens if you don't get access to that? What happens if you don't have a full presentation target? Your
Hmm.
shot placement doesn't freaking matter, right? I will also tell you. So recently there was a cop action that took place. There were 89 shots fired by three officers, or 91 shots fired by three officers. One officer fired his firearm 2 times. Those 2 rounds struck the person. The other 89 were not into the dude. So,
Damn.
is that a stress thing? That's one of those truths we're going to talk about law enforcement wise.
This is yeah, this is what we talking about when we say your mental capacity, bro. When you get in that
Mm-hmm.
high stress situation, are you prepared to realize I don't need to shoot damn two magazines that each hold 17 shots? You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? So, and especially if you know how to shoot, and this is, like I said, this is all a mental thing. This all is something that has to do with your mental more than anything. Because what happened was, like you said, that guy got stressed out and blacked out and didn't even know what was going on. One of my first videos, one of my first lives, I think it was that I did, is a cop that got shot at while arresting the white woman, and he had got shot at, and he returned fire back. He got the situation under control, but then you start hear the panic and start setting in. He starts screaming, he start crying, he froze up. Yo, I
My
swear,
dad screaming and crying.
I
bruh.
know exactly what video you talking about, Shot.
And this is sheriff, yeah, this is sheriff,
Hands
bruh.
was shaking and everything.
Everything, and the EMP guy came in and took the gun from the police officer, bro. Bruh, I want I want y'all to go watch that live I did. It was like my first live, bro. Go watch that shit. It's very entertaining. It's very entertaining, and it shows you the level of when it started to the situation happening, the aftermath, and yo, all those shits was horrible the whole way through, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, bruh, when he started screaming and crying, bruh, oh my gosh, bruh, I was like, dang, bruh, like, and it just show you, like, even trained professionals that's cops and stuff like that, bro. You don't know how they gonna react, bruh.
Yeah, it's all about being in. It's all about being in the physical, having physical experience. It was one time this guy, he was a YouTuber. He was saying like it's like cartel young boys that's like 13 years old that got way more gun experience because the environment they around. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not
Hmm.
about like sometimes it's not about skill because like if you don't got the mental capacity to go through the stress you're going through,
Right.
skill is not going to it's going to be useless. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, look, bro, and like we were saying, compared to like boxing, because look at boxers, bro. We boxers would go in there with a game plan, but then motherfuckers start taking too many shots. That game plan that went out the window. He over there trying to get his hits back. He trying to count up how many times he done got hit to how many times he got to hit the other guy. Like a lot of stuff started going through that boxer's mind when man, perfect example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Go watch Bud versus Sean. I think his name Sean Porter. Bruh, Bud was in the corner and he was like, I'm down. How am I down? Like he
Yeah.
up. He up like okay, and then you can see when he came out that joint, his brain was working like,
How
all
you
right, I
doing? How
gotta
you doing?
knock this nigga down, and that's what he did. He went in there and knocked him down. Same thing, same thing. That your mental gotta be right. Your mental gotta be when the shit kick off. You gotta
Damn,
be able to keep yourself composed at all times.
man. Let me
You
see.
are you all right, B? We can hear you. You good? You coming in
Okay.
Yeah,
clear.
D disappeared a little bit
Yeah,
for
you
a little
coming in
bit.
clear. In my mind, I'm like somebody must have called him.
Can
Hey,
y'all hear
now
me?
I'm up here pushing buttons. Yeah, what's up, name?
Hey, how y'all doing? I hope everybody having a good day, staying hydrated.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's
How
going
you
on,
doing? How
I
you doing? Like, I just want to add this because I don't want to go too far off the rails, but like a lot of these problems that we see with any of these type of situations, whether it be a home invasion, you going to the mailbox at the corner store, at your job, any of these things, it's two main things that I've seen just like the hardest hitting patterns is one, offset is always a problem because people have no clue about like proper offset or operational security. If for some reason somebody playing this back don't know what that is, if you over here, you should know. And two
Mm-hmm.
is exposure to stress. Like a lot of people play these things out in their minds like some freaky fantasy or
Jeez.
whatever. Like it's not real life, and they have no real exposure to stressful situations or being in high stress environments in general, so they don't know how they're going to operate when stressful situations come down. Like just on like a professional note, I've been a logistician for 9 years, nothing to do with music. And like in my professional life, what I wanted to do growing up, and it's like every day this job it just gets worse and worse as far as like stress goes, no matter what lane I decided I wanted to go in. And because of what I do for a living outside of what people would know me for doing, I'm exposed to stress that most people probably won't be exposed to. So being able to, you have to act so fast because it's not a firefight is not going to be 40 minutes. We're not in the Revolutionary War. You win every fight that you avoid. That's number one. But like, if you want to 100% win, avoid every firefight at all costs. Because even with equipment and training and stuff, it's only as good as the medical system that we have. If you don't have access to that, then it's no point. Like, what's the point of your plate carrier or any of these other things that we have if you don't have access to get to the professionals that can help you? But
Mm-hmm.
people don't know how they're going to respond to situations because they don't put themselves in them on purpose. That's why when they say go outside and get this training, and Chop say put the little dinosaur figurine over there and practice, like these things matter. I even have this thing where sometimes I got an old fashioned alarm clock, and sometimes I'll just randomly cut it on a random day, and in the middle of the night, that thing will just bling bling, like the loudest bling you ever heard. But I'm like, I'm training myself. If I ever have to jump out of my bed in the middle of the night for whatever reason, just putting stress on yourself to see, not jump out the bed and run through the house. But I mean, if you hear something in the house, go see what it is. If you
Right.
Mm-hmm.
you train yourself, drill yourself. If you cannot afford the training, because that's a lot of the problem that people have with these things, and this is why places like YouTube are good because people can tell you, how to circumvent not having resources to be able to get proper training for certain things. I get terrorist training every 3 months on the dot. Like it's not optional at this point. If I want to keep my job, like we have to do it. They're gonna harass you if you don't do it. They'll hunt you down. They'll take your bonus. They'll take everything from you. So it's like I can, but that's just a part of the job. The other side of it, without being too long-winded, is operational security. A lot of us as a group, we don't have the means as a whole. This is anybody, not just black people, but this is really
Right,
anybody in the United States at this point. Like
right.
the average salary is like 50,000, 53,000. dollars. So you probably don't live somewhere where you can do too much of what you want to do for yourself if you was able to do it. And then based on your limitations at the moment, you don't have anything that what you would need to even put barriers in place to retard any type of threats. Now
Right.
we went looking at because we moving and we went looking at ranches and I'm looking like the things that she's looking at is not the shit that I'm looking at. Like I'm looking for somewhere where if somebody is even anywhere near where I am, it's because they came on purpose. Like if you're not delivering a mail or
Mm.
Amazon package, you don't have no business coming up this driveway. Like that's what I'm
Yup.
looking for, and having so much space between me and the people around me. Not because I don't trust them, because trust is not something that in the world we're heading into, in the world we live in now. Really, it's not something that should not. That's not at the top of the list with strangers. But people don't know that there's layers for upset. Like if you live, having an alarm is one layer, and it's not because I got an alarm clock, not alarm clock, alarm on my door, or I have a camera outside my house, or all these things. These are the things that give you the warning, so you can get up and prepare. So somebody's just not surprised kicking in your door. That's just buying you some time to know, like, okay, well, they not stopping. I'm giving them chances. They see this camera, they see this infrared, they see this sign. They not stopping. So that's buying me time, so I can see them and I can know. A lot of people, most people are not even in that kind of situation where they will be able to know. Like I just put a system in my girlfriend's apartment, and I have a system where I live at. A cockroach can't crawl by without me knowing it. I'm serious. Like I get notifications
Mm.
all day because the wind blows. Nothing you don't. It's nothing happening outside. It's just the wind blew too hard. Somebody slammed their car door. The trash
Mm.
got dumped too loud. Like I'm so serious. Like a cockroach cannot crawl by my front door without me knowing it. And that's not because oh man that makes me feel safe. No, it's just I need to know what's going on outside of these four walls. And it's not just the front door, it's the windows, it's everywhere in the perimeter. Most people
Right.
Hmm.
don't have the not just the experience because you can learn and you can hire people to do it, but like people don't even have the wherewithal to know that that is a very big part of defending yourself and defending your home. Doesn't matter if you can't shoot or not. Like if you don't even know they're coming, how are you going to be prepared for when the door kicked in? You be like fell out the bed and broke your neck. The first time I set that alarm clock, and that's how I'm like, bro, I got to work on this because I set that alarm clock and that bitch went off at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I almost broke my damn ankle jumping out the bed. But I'm like, this is
Damn.
good. Failing is good because this is going to teach my body that if I have to jump up, now I know what I need to do. But you can't do it one
Right.
time. You got to keep doing it. Everything we know is perishable. Everything we do is perishable. Everything matters, even if it's just. I like to train with live ammo just because I want to be prepared for I want to be used to how I feel. I want to be used to how to operate in a like having it really in my hand and putting it in my brain. Just getting
Uh,
it other
yeah, you
things
don't
help you
want to
to
have the fear of actually
right.
being able to use because people don't understand that concept either. That's actually a fear as well.
Like
Having live ammo.
people anticipate and recoil, all type of stuff. Even with Zay, I remember he had sent me the video of him doing the hosting. I got on that because and I don't know if y'all ever saw. It was like this. It was recent, I guess. It was a meme or a skit or whatever they call them things. The dude was like about to rob the dude. It was fake. And the dude out like he was about to pull out a fake gun. He couldn't even get his hand in his pocket. I'm like, bro, that's a
Mm.
real that's a real life situation, bro. Can you
Yeah.
imagine being out? Because let's be serious, the likelihood and that's zero is not ever the occasion. It's always a possibility for everything that can ever happen to you. But you have to actually look at where you are, what's going on, what the economy is like where you are, because that's going to give you the indicators what kind of crimes happen where you are, because that's going to give you the type of indicators of what type of situations that you're going to be going through. If you live in an area that's high, because I think we all live in major cities, so it's like we on the chopping block
Yup.
for everything you can think of: car shootings, carjackings, human
Hmm.
trafficking, mass shootings and stuff. It's all type of things that you would have to know in your mind that you would have to be like, what am I gonna do? if this pop off, the likelihood is you're probably going to be away from your house, and it's probably going to be very quick. Somebody could be walking up to you, and that's why I'm like, look at people's hands, look at their body language. There's a lot of stuff you
Yup.
have to learn
Hmm.
just to be
And
prepared to live at a basic level.
Real
another
talk.
thing is people need to start carrying first aid kits and learning how to wrap wounds and shit like that. This is why it's important to take classes, man. They teach you all this shit, bro. Like
Real talk.
Hmm.
real talk.
I hate doing it, and it's crazy because sometimes I just want to leave the fucking house. Like I'm not interested
Yeah,
in carrying this fucking bag everywhere and
right. That shit, all
carrying
that shit
this.
heavy and
It's
this shit.
heavy.
You
It's
sweating.
annoying. Like for
Yeah.
real. But I'm like, you
Hmm.
know what? Even with today, this morning, it was so crazy. It was a 7 car accident this morning, and when I got to the terminal, the power. When I got to the second terminal of the day, the power because the rain was so bad. That's another thing. We don't even have the infrastructure in this country to sustain anything. So you better take care of yourself because it was a rainstorm this morning. It rained for 2 hours and the power went out in like 3 different places.
Mm.
So there was no movement. A man, 2 men got trapped under the rack. I'm just sitting there and looking crazy because it was like, bro, like this is what happens when it rains. Like, and when it was raining, like the fire that because a lot of these things run on fossil fuels and all of these this severely old infrastructure that doesn't that they don't upgrade because they don't want the government in their business per se on that level. But like the fire went out, they couldn't get it back up, and so they couldn't get the terminals back up, so nobody could do anything today. So everybody just
Hmm.
kind of left, and it was like if I didn't have a coat, umbrella, nothing because there wasn't supposed to be no rain. But because I carry this stupid bag everywhere I go, I got a work bag and then bags for other things. I got a specific bag for the car with the airbags for the tire fix things, and the little thing you could jump the battery. But because I got my work bag with me, I'm like, oh shit, I got an emergency poncho. That thing, I'm like, man, if I did not have this, I would be out here soaked. And just like little things that you would need for your life,
Hmm.
tailoring it to yourself. Like when I did the video for y'all, like you have to tailor your everyday care. Like that wasn't a video for show. Like this is my life.
You bruh, and
Like
that video, yeah, is the truth. That shit did numbers. Hold on.
man, like I hate carrying this bag around. I don't like throwing it over my back. I don't like putting it in the back of my truck. I don't like doing any of that.
Shit, better to have that
But
motherfucker.
I understand that.
Hmm.
Y'all, look, listen, yes. I'd rather have had my poncho today than be out there soaking wet, smelling crazy, looking crazy like
Shit.
everybody else out there. Because hey y'all see that accident today?
Now that video Naeem did,
Yeah,
yeah, that shit did numbers. People like that video. I
but
ain't gonna cap. They gotta use it though. I mean, that's why I keep it up
it's
there though.
like
Oh, you hold on, Naeem. You going in and out, Naeem. You going in and out.
reinforced. But can you hear me?
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
we can. I can hear you a little bit,
There you
Nay.
go. There you go. All right, there you go.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always crazy around the base. But I was just saying that I don't want to do these things, but it's better to be prepared because you don't know. You don't get to say, you don't get to be comfortable, being cute, being handsome on the street with your girl when things pop off. None of that. You don't get to say. You just can prepare for, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Let God do the rest because that's all the control you have.
Yup.
Facts.
Yup. Shit, I wish the world was comfortable, shit, because if it was, shit, we wouldn't even have to carry all this bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, for
Spend
real.
this spend this money, you know what I'm saying, a whole different way.
Nah, for real.
And all
Shit.
this shit is expensive too. Like, I ain't even gonna
Man,
lie.
say
Shit.
shit, the firearms, the
Hmm.
Plate
ammunition,
carriers.
the extra
Hmm.
magazines. Like Naeem saying, motherfucker, it's way past just getting a firearm. If you really about it, you gotta get magazines, you need excess, you need several
You need a red dot.
several
You need
hundred
a train. You need
Right.
parts because your
Man,
You
parts
need
or
a
your gun is
cleaning
gonna
kit.
wear. Man,
You need a
like
cleaning kit. All that shit. Like it's just a
shit.
lot.
A
you know where
storage.
you
You
at. You
need a
need a safe.
storage spot. Yeah, that's
Like
what I was ready to
Yeah.
say. You need a storage spot. Yeah, man, where you can store these joints. Man, it's a lot of
and
and that's
it's
if
a
you
and
got
lot of
like
us saying
things.
all of that, that's like shit, almost 20 grand. Shit.
And that's just a piece of the iceberg. That's not even the whole tip of the iceberg for real. You still need a holster. Yeah, I mean, then if you want to have good grip, you got to get you some grip pads. Shit.
Mm.
you need a carry belt. Like
You
you
need
need
a
to buy a
carry belt.
specific belt that can
Yeah.
hold.
Yup. And all the
Real talk.
pouches.
Not no Target belt. Yeah, I mean, you
Dog,
need
that
a
shit
you need
go.
a
Your
jet.
ass is gonna be out
Yeah,
wearing
that
that.
shit gotta
Like
be
it's crazy.
solid leather.
I did an inventory, right? Because I was I'm going through an inventory and all that stuff for insurance. So I got to
Mm,
my gun thing, and I'm just like, just I didn't even put. I think I did the firearm, red dots, the lights, the magazines, and anything
mm,
else that was up there. I only got a total of maybe 15 guns, $11,000 for all that stuff after I totaled it up.
mm,
And that's not including. I didn't put the little what they call them the oops pits. None of those things. Like it's just
Hmm.
certain like I didn't do put none of that stuff in there. I'm just like man, this stuff is like. But I tell people, man, you buy once, you cry once. If you can't afford it, there's plenty of affordable options. But I would say go to work,
mm.
save your money, and get you something good that's gonna last you, and learn how to use that, and learn how to fix it, and learn how to take it apart, put
Facts.
it together, replace what you need to replace, and use it. Don't let it sit like oh my god, so many people with so many cute guns they don't use, so many cute knives they don't use. Like it just sit there. Oh, I'm gonna use it. Like no, you need to use it so you can be comfortable with it. So you can
Mm,
know that it's yours. Put some wear and tear on that thing.
real
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
talk. Real talk.
Like I
When
said,
everything
Chop,
has gone
that
wrong,
shit is
Huh?
that shit is memory. That shit muscle memory when you know all
Mm-hmm.
your tools and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you want it to be muscle memory. You don't want to try to figure it out when the time comes. Oh shit! Oh, well, how to take the safety off this thing? By the time you done figured out how to take the safety off, boys,
Boy, your ass done got
boy,
boy. Boy, your ass done got toe up with that bullshit.
man, that,
Shit.
that shit crazy. Unequipped your life.
And also,
Boy,
you got to
real
get something
talk.
that's comfortable. Like I stopped
Yeah,
carrying my Smith. I went back to a full size. I got tired of that little gun. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's too small for my hand. It's not bad, but it's like I'm better with a full size, a mid size, full size. You
I
need to
get
carry
it.
something that you
Hmm.
can use.
Exactly, I get it.
Like
You get the subcompacts and the little compacts,
I
so
don't
it's
want nobody
easy
to
for
see
you
it.
to, yeah,
Like
I can conceal this better. You know what I'm saying? Look how I pull
hey
my
man,
pants up.
look,
You can't even see it. Yeah, we can do the
buy
same
you
thing
a
with a
good
full
holster.
size.
Get you one of them good holsters with the little clip on the outside that push
Mhm,
it so you can't see,
mhm.
man.
So
I
you
was
can't
so
see.
happy carrying. I'm carrying the Shadow System MR920 right now. Until
Okay.
I might go get another Glock, but I need to go see how I feel about this. But I'm like, man, this is so much better. I can sit down with it. I can appendix carry
Mhm.
and sit down. It's not all digging in my body. It's so nice. I was like, yeah, like I should have never been carrying that. I'm trying to give it to my girlfriend. She don't want it. Well, she got
Right.
one for herself, but I got her one. But I'm like, man, like carrying something that's comfortable that you don't mind carrying. I used to dread taking that Smith out the house.
Hey, look, I ain't even gonna cat. I ain't even gonna cat. My shit. It took me a long time to get comfortable with it, but once I started carrying it and I found my position in it, I found you know how to sit down and move around comfortable with it. I was like, yo, it's not bad. It's just it's gonna at times the because we like we don't like to sit straight up like this. If I sit straight up like this, I'll be fine. But I like to slouch. I like to lean back. Like, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because
That
we like to slouch and get comfortable. Your your firearm is gonna dig into your side or in your rib or something like that. It means so it's just gonna happen. It's something you gotta get comfortable and knowing that look, it's right there. It's gonna go away. You know, because I realized like the more I sat down and the more I carried it, it be times that I be like, oh snap, oh all right, like damn, like boy, I almost lost. I thought I lost you, boy. Yeah, because I done got so comfortable with it being there, and even my belt got a permanent mark on there. So when I put my belt on, it just automatically goes into that groove. And when I don't carry my shit, that shit like my pants get to falling off. You be pulling my pants up and shit. Like, why fuck I keep pulling my pants up? I'm like, oh shit, that's right. I ain't got my shit on. That's why. All right. So I know a difference when I don't have it versus when I do have it. And I feel like you should have that awareness at all times. Like when you sit down, you should know, like, hold up, something ain't right. I ain't got my shit. You know, like if something should trigger when you don't have it.
Yeah, you should, but that come from carrying it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that
yeah,
definitely
Yeah,
comes from carrying it all the time.
you should treat it like your
yeah,
phone and your keys and your wallet. You ain't gonna leave home without them.
Exactly. You're not
So
gonna leave home without that. Exactly.
shit.
yeah, like so like it's a lifestyle, and people should take it more
Exactly.
serious
Mm-hmm.
because
It's,
unfortunately everybody's in the same boat at this point because it's fair game. People are struggling. Y'all see that shit about the credit card debt and the
Hmm.
man,
savings?
sir.
Hey man, everybody is man. Everybody, look, you fool. You a play out here, and if you want to make it back home to your family, listen.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna take your gun for what? For 6 months or whatever. But guess what? You live to tell the story.
And if
Right.
you legal with your shit and you ain't doing nothing you ain't supposed to been doing shit, that little 6 months you'll get your shit back. You know what I mean? Like nothing never happened.
In real talk,
So
like I just say, like I'm gonna mute after this. Just like avoid, avoid. Like
Yep.
people, people head all messed up now because oh, you a pussy if you man. I'll be the biggest pussy out here. Like Sylvester, sucker and succotash, nigga. I don't care
Hey, you mean
because it's not
shit?
it's not worth having to go through the legal system. It's not worth having to
Mm-hmm.
possibly put your family in debt. It's and fuck all that. It's not worth the nightmares, man. I got a video, not like a YouTube video, a video of a security camera of a motherfucker walking in my girlfriend's house. And when I pulled up, I had to handle business. Had to call the fucking police, and it only took like a day to get this resolved. And I pulled up with the AR-15. Who the fuck is this walking in this house?
hmm.
Yeah.
I walk in, I see you, I handle my business. I had to call the
Yeah.
fucking cops. It only took what, 5 days to get that resolved. It was like, well, you wasn't in the wrong, so it ain't nothing we can do. Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. Like,
Right.
bro, like nobody gave you permission to come in this motherfucker. You better get the fuck on out of here, and then now you the fuck on out of here forever.
Hmm.
That's your
Yeah.
business.
Real talk.
Like, but it's not worth.
Right.
It took a long time to get
Yo.
exposed, but it's not worth
Shit.
all the turmoil and the shit. Like, she damn near didn't want to live in her apartment no more. And it's just like the people around,
That,
we might be the strong people, but we got to consider the people around us. They're not as strong as us, more than like
Yeah.
they're dependent on us to be, there to love them and
Protecting.
take care of them and be their balance and protect and provide for them. So you want to actually be there. Hey man,
Right.
you step on my foot, you got it, bro. I don't want no problems with nobody else. Get the fuck away from me. I ain't gonna tell you more than once though.
Real
Like,
talk.
go ahead. And I'm just avoiding shit because everybody a plate now. These motherfuckers are starving. They trying to get what they can get.
Yeah.
And to
man,
wherever people are right
Me
now,
and
man,
Chop,
just avoid these motherfuckers. Avoid them.
me and Chop and B was talking about that earlier. Naheem, like,
Hmm.
y'all
It's
be smart on
crazy.
what you're doing,
It is
man.
not worth it. It is not worth it. Like, I don't care what nobody knows. Unless,
Don't.
because my thing is, you got to already have your rules in your mind. My rule
Yeah.
is, if you're not reaching, I don't have nothing to teach you. I am good, bro. You can say what the fuck you want to. I could probably
Facts.
disarm you if you got a knife, but I'm not about to play with no knife either. But if you just talking and all of this, unless you're behind the wheel of a car or you're reaching for a gun, because I don't have time to decipher if it is or if it's not. If you was reaching, I'm
Yeah.
shooting. That is it. Like those is my only reason for going that far. Other than that, I don't give a fuck because I'm not going back and forth with you. We not about
Hmm.
because I'm not even gonna let nothing get to the point of a physical altercation. I don't do that. That is not
Hmm.
a physical
Yo,
altercation. No, I don't want to be.
And
No, I see a
and
nigga yelling in
people
the store, I leave.
and people don't realize that either is that bruh, just because you ain't physically push them or physically punch that person or whatever, just you antagonizing him. Oh, you a bitch ass nigga. Fuck you. You ain't gonna do shit, pussy. I wish you would, pussy. Go ahead. Do, go ahead. Shoot that shit. Shoot the shit. See what happens. All that shit you talking gonna get you put on
mm,
the motherfucking shirt for real. And
Boy,
all that
boy,
shit gonna happen is say you do motherfucking get the best of yo and body him or whatever. Well, guess what? You still gonna get locked up at the end of the day because now it's a provocation thing. You provoked the motherfucker. You wanted the nigga to do something. Now they can look at that shit as motherfucking premeditated what they call that shit?
murder.
Premeditated manslaughter or
Oh
murder.
man,
Yep.
slaughter. Yep.
Man, look, you be done. Somebody be done talk crazy to you out, and you just couldn't walk away. You don't whoop their ass now. You in trouble for assault and battery.
Hmm.
Like, wait a minute. Like this nigga came here fucking with me. Like,
Real
what
Right.
you
talk.
do?
Yo,
Yeah, like
yeah.
it's not worth it. Don't even
Yesterday
walk
I
away.
had to. Yesterday I had to. I was at work, right, and the dyke she came. She got her food and shit. So, you can't use. You gotta use the food ID and shit, and like it only got a certain amount of money on it. So she get a burger platter, right? She only could get a burger. So she telling me, oh well, I get this all the time. Mind you, I never even knew the girl. I never saw her face. I didn't even tell her like I never saw you before. I ain't do none of that. I was like, go ahead, get your food. You ain't coming back no more. Like, fuck that. Like, I'm not going back and forth. I don't even do that with niggas. Why would I do that with you? Like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Going
and it's
back and
like
forth with a
you gotta
motherfucker,
understand,
man.
like, bro, like I'm not about to walk these streets in fear of nothing and nobody. Just know
And
that me walking away is really showing you love.
real
Cause like
talk.
I don't owe you that. Like I always tell people, oh, we don't niggas don't owe you nothing, and that includes your life.
Hmm. Real
But you know
talk.
those people like that usually get clapped real quick and real easy. It's like why you coming here bullshit? Get the hell out of here! Like come on, like, why do you want to play so much? Stop.
Right, right.
Right. And see, and that's the thing, bro. We gotta learn how as people and as sane people that gotta navigate through this world, we gotta realize everything don't need a response and everything ain't that deep the way as though you gotta throw your whole shit that you had going away just
shit.
because motherfucker, yeah,
And
man.
most stuff is not like that. Most stuff is
Yeah.
not. It's not worth because I think about y'all remember that show AO did when I was like, damn, like why ain't nobody just jump on this nigga, man? Like that nigga who had hit that lady in her face and her son
Mm,
shot the fuck out of his ass,
Yeah.
killed
right.
his ass. I'm like, damn, bro,
Yeah.
they should have jumped that nigga. But then I'm thinking about it like I think about that when Chop came on and was like it ain't the fact that we don't want to intervene, but it's just like shit, we don't know what the fuck going on. We gotta go back to ask
Oh
him.
yeah.
And when you said that shit, I was just like, bro, that is so right. I'm looking at it from the perspective of man, let's just get like as soon as that nigga start raising his voice, we should have just got him the fuck out of here. But he done went
Hmm.
too far, and now he done lost his life as a result of going too far. You
Real
gotta
talk.
like I would
Hmm.
have been the fuck out of it. I don't really got the fuck out of there. And it's just like you were so emotional and then your feelings and big bad wolfing your way through the Chinese restaurant or wherever the fuck you was at. And now you're dead as fuck and you're never coming back
Hmm.
because you had a point to prove. Like,
Cause
bro,
you,
your family
And
miss you. Like, what?
yeah,
ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. too.
like I said before, we can tell like this ain't your first time doing that. So
Mm.
if he known for doing this, yeah,
Yeah, they probably done knocked
you
out
don't
King.
even put your in yeah, you don't put yourself in that position to even have an altercation with this motherfucker. I see where this ready to go at. You right. Let me just go ahead and mind my business on this one. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
set it up.
because ultimately, we don't know and can't control what the next person has going on in their life.
Yup.
You see what I'm
Man, I
saying?
say that shit all the time.
And not
Yeah.
just that, you have to understand that like this is what's so important about self control is that you have to understand that if you have a reputation for anything that would make somebody fearful, even things that would not make you fearful, like a person that's just a little bit more powerful than you. If you have a reputation for that, you gotta know some scared pussy nigga is gonna come through, or somebody is gonna be ready for you by the time you cross their path. Because like you're the knockout king, like oh this nigga. So we all live in this
Hmm.
city. You probably well known. If you got a nickname like that, all these people coming out to your defense. That little kid was probably like, bro, if I run into this nigga, I'm killing him. Fuck that
I'm
shit.
kidding, bruh.
Yup.
Yeah, real talk. You know
Yup.
how many motherfuckers had that conversation? A lot of motherfuckers had, bruh. A lot of them motherfuckers had that same conversation. Like, yo, that's why I don't even go over there, yo, cause he be out there all the time. I don't want to have to kill that nigga, bruh. Like, I'm pretty
Those
sure it's a lot of people had that conversation.
these conversations are frequent in all circles. You
Hmm.
like you will see somebody
Shut up.
like they don't even have to be threatening in a real menacing manner. But a motherfucker will be like, bro, if somebody hit my mama, I'm gonna kill them. Fuck the bullshit. I'm crashing right there. That's my crash. That's my one ticket. I'm going home on out.
Hmm.
Like people have this shit in their mind already. Like, bro,
Yup.
because I saw some video my girlfriend showed it to me. Some nigga pulled a gun out on her, and the nigga, he's like, she ran and told her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was like, "Oh, he ain't do that to you. He ain't talking to you." This nigga came back with the pistol. This nigga ignored it. I'm like, bro, this is my chance. Like, oh my god, like there's a gun and a threat. Oh my god,
And
My
a
this
bad,
should
threat.
be on
Sabrina.
the
That was
news.
me.
Don't be a parade, nigga. You
Yeah.
at home. Like this is.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, but that's the what do they call it? The sympathetic nervous response. That's going to be your response. That's his real response to
Hmm.
that situation. Somebody upholding
Yup.
both of y'all, and you didn't do nothing. That's your response because
Facts.
you're not prepared. You had a free opportunity right there. Like it was right there. It was free. You could have been a hero,
Hmm.
but that ain't. But that wasn't in you. You couldn't.
Sabrina got it.
That's how
Sabrina
it's
has
both sides of the coin.
The average person is not ready to get shot on the average day everyday basis. Nobody walks out their house and be like, "Yo,
Nobody's ready.
today's gonna be the day I'm gonna have to shoot a motherfucker. Today gonna be the day they gonna shoot at me, or they gonna pull up with a
Shit,
gun and I'm gonna have to
yeah.
body something."
I, I
Yeah,
be,
he better. Shit.
I hope this ain't the day. Shit, that's what I say.
Yeah,
I hope this ain't the day.
real
Right.
talk. Like,
Shit, cause again, once that trigger pull, there ain't no
It ain't
rewind,
over.
but
Yup.
hmm
whether you hit a motherfucker or not, ain't no rewind, but trigger pull,
and a lot of
the
and a
least
lot
you
of
can expect is police. If you pull that trigger, that's the least you can expect is
mm,
police.
and a lot of people don't even know the difference. And a lot of people, like I said, don't know the difference between the ammo. They don't understand the difference between ammo. So 9 out of 10 times they run around with ball pens in there. So everything they shooting is
Sabrina
gonna
has
keep going
deep
till
cutters.
it hits something.
Yep. So,
And it's crazy because it's only four
mm,
responses to all situations: fight, flight, freeze, or faint. There's only four responses.
Hmm.
So it's like, yeah, but the average person don't know anything about it because most people don't carry. Most people don't. This is not their life. They don't want nothing to do with it. They might not even come out and say they're against other people doing it, but they actually pick up the phone,
Mm.
911. I don't know what show it was. It was y'all show, but like people rely on them, and they should be able to. But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. You're not gonna have time to call the police every time. You're not gonna. Oh my God, somebody's breaking in my house, girl. If you don't pick up the fight, but you
And even if
still
you
gonna
call, ain't no
go through
guarantee them
what's
hoes
gonna
gonna
be in
show.
that situation. They not gonna come. Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Somebody tried to steal my girlfriend's car a couple weeks ago. The police didn't even come.
See?
yeah. Cause
Real
And you know
talk.
they called us and
Real talk.
they really called us back and said, well, we can't find them. You should just let it go. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, and this is the shit I'm talking about. So my bro, if we would have killed their ass, I bet you would have found me.
ain't no room.
Oh yeah.
He-
But this is
Heavy
the
lefty
world.
right. Heavy lefty right. Every
This
time
is
you
the world
leave
we live
that
in.
door and lock that door, you gotta tell yourself, yeah, I mean, I'm coming home tonight. You know what I mean, I'm coming home. Yeah, I mean, hell yeah.
Because, hey, bro, just because you don't like your life, that don't mean I don't like mine. And just because you hate your family, that don't mean that I hate mine. I got something to live for. And the more you have to live for, the more you take these things serious. And it becomes like
Hmm.
it's second nature after a little while. Because it's just like, whatever, like, I'm going to do what I got to do to come home. Fuck you. I ain't got nothing to
Yeah.
do with that. You played a stupid game. You won the ultimate prize. That's your
Hmm.
business.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have no,
Yes,
I have no
ma'am.
heart, no remorse for none of these people. Like when I see a nigga die because he tried to rob somebody that night, I didn't feel no type of way about that. You got what you wanted. Because why are you
Exactly.
tripping? You can go work at
Yep.
Popeyes, nigga. Popeyes will hire you on the spot. Waffle House
And
will
the
hire you that same weekend.
and the same
Facts.
way with these rap niggas too.
Hmm. Let me
Same way.
run this video. Run this video a little bit. Where we at? Oh, we at? We got some time. So yeah, for the people that's coming in, yeah, I mean, shouts out to Zay. Zay brought this Uncle Freedom to the spotlight. Yeah, I mean, and he's a police. He's going over basic like tips, basic tips for like home invasion or like if you have to use your firearm per se, and it's just healthy conversation that you need to have because this shit ain't Call of Duty and this shit ain't Grand Theft Auto and shit like that. Like
No, real talk.
real emotions, real heartache, real pain and shit comes from behind
Real
this
pressure.
shit. Real pressure, yeah. Yeah, I mean stress, anxiety, depression, all that shit.
And the fun. Fun. Funding. That's
Hmm.
real important. You need a lawyer. You need this shit is real, man. People keep thinking this shit, I could kill somebody. Oh man, this shit is real life, bro.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
gonna be
and
in
one thing I
court
want
for like
to
2 years.
add, for
Hmm.
real, and one thing I want to add before you play the video again, Chop, is one of the biggest things with OPSEC is not running your fucking mouth about your life and what you have going
Man.
on in your life and what you
Hmm.
have. That's the biggest problem that I see when I be at work, when I be out, or when I'm talking to my logistics people, bro. Like people love to talk about their stuff. People love to, oh yeah, like I live out here and this is where I am, and I got a winding driveway, and I got a big kahuna, the 50 pound American, like, bro, like, seriously,
Hmm.
and it's just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna let you run your mouth and tell me everything you got, so I know that, see, you could probably fend off you and your home, you could probably fend off a little small brigade, but if I show up at this bitch with 50 people with machine guns, or
E,
you
what's up,
know,
E?
whatever type of guns, whatever. You can't get us off. Running your mouth is the
Hmm.
biggest
Mm-hmm.
problem. We need to stop talking about like this is in general, and this is cool because people don't know where we are. We might know where each other is, but people don't know where we are. They don't know our address. They can't find us. That's fine. But like these people get in these circles and want to go to the job and tell the job like, oh, I got a new AR bust down this weekend and all this other stuff, and I got 50,000 rounds on top. Like, no, stop talking because all you're doing is fueling these people to do their offense and get you out of here first.
Right.
Yup. Yup.
Mhm. Shit.
Exposing yourself.
Go watch. Go watch. What's that? The Toulouse massacre. See how they did those people.
Mm.
Hmm.
And it is just
What they say in the video
and as
game,
Clint Smith so
nigga, you a
eloquently puts
loot
it, when you
drop.
got shit run
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
just saying, what they say in the video game, nigga, you a loot drop. That's all you gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Heck yeah.
Woo, woo.
Hmm. Yeah, nah, yeah, real talk. They hold. It's a lot of people like that. That I mean, their whole mission is committing violence or doing some fuck shit. You're right. I mean, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's cold hard, not cold hearted, but like good hearted people. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of us out here.
and you can't
Mm-hmm.
underestimate desperate people, starving people, people who don't have nothing, people
Yeah,
who squandered their life away, people who didn't take it
yeah.
serious. Like these are all threats. No matter if you love them or not, they're all threats. And you
Yup.
have to be okay with doing violence if you're talking about protecting yourself. Like you can't say nonviolent. How when the violence is gonna come to you? They don't that shit.
Hmm.
Bro, that means easy lick. These people are just scoping out. There's people that's banking when shit go down, how it's gonna go down. There's people that's just banking on going from person to person like
Hmm.
scavengers and just like, oh, I'm just gonna take from you and take from you and take from you.
Mm.
That's right.
down your shorts. We all love to think we can just shot placement the crap out of that. Reality is probably not. How good are you that in a high threat with your SNS activated, everything's going sideways in your brain, you can't breathe, everything's kind of pounding in your ears, you tunnel visioning up because your body is kind of like trying to divert stuff to like fight or flight, lizard brain your stuff, and now you've got a short exposure, low percentage shot that will end this, and all you have is a partial sight picture. What do you think the odds are of you making a solid and accurate shot are? For most, not very good. Just a fact. It's a hard truth of self-defense. So you need to think about this as a self-defense person. Number 4, I mentioned this over a year ago when I talked about my top 10 no-go defensive ammunitions, which there is a new video of that coming soon. But I'm going to tell you, I mentioned something in there. I mentioned it as USAA about 100,000 times, which is wrong. I was referring to USCCA. However, the problem is the more I've gotten into this train, USCCA is an insurance company. Here's the problem. If you are charged with a crime, not committed, but charged with a crime, insurance
Somebody got to mute. I'm getting music in the background.
That's
All
me.
right,
My bad.
you good? You good?
cannot pay out. So, no. I don't have USCCA. That's done and over with. And there are better options out there. Attorneys on retainer. I'm looking into Right to Bear. They've reached out to me, but I'm not entirely sure I want to put my name on that yet. So we'll figure that out as we go. But
So make sure y'all paying attention because what he's talking about is like gun insurance and stuff like that. And he's ready to go over USCCA, which hey, I ain't got the money to keep paying them. I ain't gonna cap, and I don't put myself in enough danger enough to actually be killing nobody. So
Real talk.
it was no
And
point
they
of
and
having.
and and the reviews on them ain't too hot for us when you really need the situation. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have good reviews on
Yeah.
Right.
how they
I
how
told
they
Naeem about you what is it, UCCA?
Yep, yep. You
Yep.
sent it to me a
Hmm.
little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
your insurance is a joke. You can go back and look at a lot of people that have had their coverage pulled. They're just out all the hundreds and thousands of dollars that they spent over the years to have this beautiful, wonderful thing we call insurance. And now They basically were out of pocket another $100,000 trying to combat a lawful shooting. So, fun fact, reality, hard truth.
Hard truth. The best insurance for you having shot somebody or something like that, the best insurance is just having your lawyer. Cause basically you
There
gonna
you
need the
go.
motherfucker anyway. And
Right.
and ultimately you is certain guidelines when you go by uh self-defense per se. So if you know self-defense and you know the guidelines to self-defense and you know your state laws and what they require for self-defense, then you will understand how to put yourself in a self-defense state. You see what I'm saying? So for like
If you
me,
need,
for like me, I don't have self-defense. The only time I got self-defense is in my house for like the castle law. And I still gotta it still gotta be the right thing at the right time in order for them to even consider self-defense. Now, so a lot of states have self-defense laws of ways though you can shoot somebody and claim self-defense and dead man can't tell no tale. So if it looked like it was a self-defense, they can go with it. So it's all on knowing your laws and your guidelines and stuff.
yeah, if you
Uh,
need reference material, I got a video on my channel called "What Rappers Don't Tell You About Self Defense," and it literally goes all the way through from top to bottom what self defense actually is.
And that's
Accompanied with
my
more on the law
favorite
of your
fucking video,
jurisdiction.
dog.
Like that is the video that will save your life because
mhm.
I'm talking about every single part of self defense.
And this is what a lot of y'all gonna do. A lot of y'all gonna be like, oh, because he motherfucking pushed me, or he got my personal space, or motherfucker tried to back his car
Shit,
into mine and all that shit.
you're
Like,
going to jail.
yeah, your
You're going
ass,
to jail.
your ass gonna
And
want
no
Shit.
matter where you at, it don't matter if you at down south on the east
hmm
coast. It don't matter. Your ass is going to jail. Cause
Yeah,
law
you going to
is
jail
really
with that
not
shit.
for us, for real. Let's be
hmm
real.
And especially if you had to get out your car to go confront a motherfucker for doing some dumb shit, and oh
See the
yeah,
fact that
Oh
you,
my
the fact,
God. Oh
yeah,
my God.
if you getting out of car, you already done.
Fried.
mm,
Yeah,
Fried.
you already fried. If you stop your vehicle because in the mind of the prosecutor, why'd you stop? That you was already avoiding the situation. So what did you stop for? Now you fucked. So it's a situation where really, if you gonna go, you got to go and you got to go hard and you got to go fast. If you not, get your ass on down the street, man.
this this is what I this is what when I'm training people on getting their stuff, this is what I'm telling them. I'm telling them, okay, it's good to practice dry firing, it's good to practice stuff like that. Okay, but you need to practice situational awareness. I mean, you need to practice, motherfucker. What happens if I'm in a restaurant with my lady and somebody decides they want to run their ass in here and start holding people up? Yeah, kick it out. We see it all the time. We see it all the time.
Shit.
Motherfuckers just
No, like
walked
real
up
talk.
blatantly with the gun out. Yeah, kick it out. So what happens in situations like this? This is what you have to practice for. Because ultimately, like, what do you do? Do you go after the guy who's sticking people up? Well, what if he has his back turned and you shoot him and disable him and stuff like that? Well, technically you did a good job, but he's no threat to you.
Fact. And another thing, Chop, he might have other people with him. They just might not been in the building yet. You feel what I'm saying?
Now you done caused a whole shit show.
Yup.
So I tell people when I'm teaching them to when you going into an environment, practice situational awareness, and also think what's the possibilities of something happening. What's the possibility of somebody just running in here, mistaking identity, and start shooting up the place? You know what I said? Just come in there and start robbing. You know, it's stuff like this that we had to be prepared for, so that when we come face to face with it, we know how to get our people up out of there. Hold up, I see some shit going on. Come on, it's time to go. Or y'all hurry up, y'all make y'all way to the bathroom. You know what I mean? And I can engage now because I done got my family. I seen that the bathroom was behind me. Get to the bathroom now. I can engage. If you want to be
Right.
also top cop shit, but still ultimately that comes down along the line with, are you doing it the right way? Are you handling it the right way? Did you use the necessary force? You know how much force you're applying. You know all that.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
another thing is sometimes you don't even have to go as far as that because rule number one, everything is a weapon. If a motherfucker come in here with a two by four swinging,
Mhm.
I mean that's a deadly threat. How are you going
Mhm.
to respond to that? If somebody come in with broken glass, that's a deadly, that's a weapon. Everything is a weapon. They have a stapler in their hand. If you are trying to use that in a menacing way to cause harm, that is a threat.
Mhm.
Right.
Now,
So,
Naeem, I got a question for you though.
okay.
Now, is it a difference between a weapon and a deadly weapon? Because I had an argument with somebody about this one day. It was about a pair of scissors, right? And I was
Mm-hmm.
telling them like a pair of scissors ain't like used for like dead like the cut through meat or like hard shit to cut through. It's just used to cut through paper and shit. Is that considered a deadly weapon or is it just considered a weapon?
Scissors are a deadly weapon. All weapons can be deadly. The only thing that would make it different is the intent on how you planned on using it.
Mhm.
But
I
it's
was
like
ready to say that.
you can argue that all weapons are deadly because yes, the children's scissors can be used to cut construction paper. But if I hit you in your neck or your eye,
Hmm.
that's a a car is a deadly weapon.
Hell
Hmm.
yeah, it is.
But if you didn't intend on running protesters over, it just depends on how a person will argue it. I would argue that all weapons are deadly, but it would depend on the context of the situation. Because if you see the person, well, if somebody coming towards you with some scissors, you got to handle that. But like, if somebody has a wiffle ball bat in their hand, yes, this is a weapon. But if I hit you with this wiffle ball bat, depending on where I hit you at, it's not deadly. So if I hit you in your leg, you're not gonna die. But if I hit you inside your head, you could get a concussion
Hmm.
or something like. So it just depends on the application and the environment.
So
Mm,
what we gotta understand is in the eyes of the law,
right.
we we have to look at it and how it is being used, and the evidence on how it's being used.
Right.
Mm,
So if I like Naeem said, if I hit you if I hit you in your body with it versus if I hit you in your head, well, ultimately, me hitting you in your body can cause a lot of damage too. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Versus the intent of hitting you in your head. So if I didn't intend to hit you in your head, but you ducked and I hit you in your head, I wasn't necessarily trying to kill you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
they're gonna go by how it's presented and how the evidence takes the matter, and the aggression on which you're using this particular tool and why you're using what you're using it for. So it's gonna go. It's so many variables that they're gonna try to play to determine if it's a deadly weapon versus a weapon.
That's
Right.
something that
Ultimately, all weapons are deadly, is what she's saying.
Yes, and that's where they
Okay.
got that that thing people say, shoot them from the waist down or something like that. Then it's not
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
attempted murder. That's where they got that from. Because generally, well, not with shooting, because you're gonna get charged definitely for that. But like, if I threw something at your leg or I hit you in your leg with a bat, you're probably not gonna die. That's when they get. That's when you get battery and the maiming and all those things. So like intent to maim is his own thing. Intent to cause bodily harm is his own thing. But if I hit you in your chest or your back, I could rupture a disc. I could cause
Mm-hmm.
internal bleeding that could kill you. Not so much in your leg and stuff, and not that you can't do it that way, but it's just that's where they get that whole waist up, waist down thing because waist up is generally seen as more fragile and more dangerous. So your likelihood of being permanently injured or having your life taken greatly increases when it's anything happening from your waist up.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Real talk, heavy lefty. Real talk.
It's
And
real talk.
and
I just seen that, y'all.
and that's what I was saying about my state. So my state is like this. I don't have a self defense, but if I'm outside, right, and I'm trying to make it to my car, and I'm carrying, and somebody pulls up on me and tries to snatch me in the car, but I fight my way off, and I pull out my gun and I shoot one of them. Now that's self defense because now it's justified self defense at that because ultimately my life is in intimate danger at that point in time. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? But if I'm walking to the car and somebody's like, "Yo, come here, come here, come here, come here," and I'm right ready to get in the car, I had the door open and all that, and I close the car door, and I go all the way back across the street to see what y'all want, and then I end up shooting and killing them. Well,
It's gonna look crazy on camera.
it's gonna look crazy, bro. You could have got in your
Yeah.
car and got the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
You know you don't know that guy. What the fuck you would you go all the way back across there for? So
Right.
this is the thing, about knowing the guidelines and knowing your state's guidelines and state's laws so you know how to move. So when you put yourself in a predicament like that, you're not getting you're all the way justified. I ain't say nothing to him.
Right.
I ain't engaged with them. I ain't do none of that. Motherfuckers just pulled up on me, try to grab me in the motherfucking car, and the only thing I could
Right.
do to get it free was letting off this shot.
Right. And I'm gonna give y'all a little bit pointers too. If y'all out in public where y'all know it's cameras, always have your hands up like you looking defenseless. You know what I'm saying? Because some cameras don't have like volume and stuff. So just
Mm,
always have your hands up because anyway, you could be prepared just in case if somebody pulls something out, you could fight them off or whatever you gotta do. But always look defenseless first. Then you know what I'm saying. Then you gotta do
yeah,
what you
Hmm.
gotta do, depending on how far the situation go.
Hmm. That's a
real
good
talk,
point right there.
real talk.
And I learned that from my friend dad, and they was white people. They always told
Mm,
me like always look defenseless. Like
yeah,
Hmm.
you don't want to be deemed as the aggressor, or
ever.
or or even have the doubt in their mind that you possibly was the aggressor.
Right.
If you claim it's self defense, there's no aggression in defense.
That's not true. That's not true.
The-
It depends. One, it
Exactly.
depends on, like I
eh,
said, it depends on where you
the-
live. Because
the-
I live somewhere where there's no duty to retreat.
right.
But
Yeah, well,
Yeah, like
yeah,
Texas like that too.
there
yeah.
is that small space in self defense where if you want a flawless victory in your self defense, it has to be a situation where there was absolutely no other way for you to go. That means
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't run
Mm,
away, you couldn't get away, you couldn't scurry away, you
Mm-hmm.
didn't have no other option. This person, you had to get them out of here. But, but where I live at, we got castle doctrine. Is we have It depends on what the situation is, and that's what every
Right.
situation is case by case. But there is no duty to retreat. So if I'm telling you, hey, please leave me alone, and you don't do that, and then you proceed to come to me, and but you basically initiated this conflict, I can then get from you to end the conflict. That is
Mm-hmm.
perfectly legal here. Places like New York, you can't do that.
Mm-mm.
So it's like,
Right.
that's why nobody should live there. Nobody. Like nobody should live there. Like that
No,
is one
real
of the
talk.
worst. Like that is one of the worst places. I got a list of the worst places to live. Like, and that's number one.
Yes, it is.
Like that is not somewhere you want to be because they can't even defend their. They can defend themselves, but they'll probably be murdered before they get a chance to defend themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it just you learning about the self defense where you live is the most critical part about it because you might not have castle doctrine. You might have to let a motherfucker run in your house and and and
Uh-huh.
and, and, and do whatever they want to do to you. It might have to be, yeah, they're in your house, but if they have their back turned, like laws specifically say that if they're in the house but they're running out the door, you can't shoot them. You can't do nothing to them.
Real talk. Yeah.
Like and you'll
Maryland,
be,
Maryland like that.
yeah, you can go to jail because you shot somebody in their back, but they broke
Really,
into your
Chop?
Yeah.
house. Yeah,
Bruh.
yeah.
Bruh. So if somebody come in
Damn.
Maryland like this, right? So say this, right? If old boy come in there and he halfway out the door, halfway in, and I end up shooting him, consider he's outside the door.
Right.
So it's like he has to have both feet in the door. He can't be in the threshold, none of that.
I was just
Hmm.
about to say that, like, cause how my house is designed, like I got a porch, and then it's like you go through the porch first, and then you go through the house. So
Right.
even if he in the porch, I wouldn't be
He
able to.
outside.
Oh,
If
But
if
outside.
it,
it's
if you in Maryland, yeah, he considered outside.
and you got to
Damn.
think about what are the property laws in defending your property laws where you are, because
Hmm.
trespassing if I own this property. If you're on a public sidewalk, there's nothing I can do about you standing outside my house if that sidewalk is public. But if you at my house and my driveway is private and my property and my lot is private, you are considered trespassing because you are on my property. I don't have to extend mercy to you because you're it's like coming in my house. And
Hmm.
and your car is an extension of your house. This is why
Mm.
you don't have to have a concealed carry. And I say this is anywhere. You don't have to have a concealed carry to have your firearm in your car because your car is an extension of your house. You don't have to have a concealed carry to have a gun in your house.
Right.
So this is like these are the things you gotta, the best thing to do is look this stuff up and make sure that you know what's going on where you are because none of that exists where I am. Yeah, they might give you a hard time and they might try to hit you with a little assault because you done shot
Hmm.
somebody. It was a video, it was somebody trying to go viral, stupid fucking children trying to go viral in the mall, young adults rather. And he kept harassing the dude doing DoorDash, mind his business. Two white boys. Kept harassing the dude. The dude's like, hey, leave me alone, man. And he's like, get away from me. And the dude just kept walking up on him and was all in his face. He just pulled out his pistol and shot him. And said, "That's just like back." He's like, "Back up!" and just shot the fuck out his ass. The dude
Mm.
lived, but they locked him up. And at
Hmm.
first they tried to give him an attempted murder, but now it's down to like assault. So I don't know if they're gonna let him out or not. But
Naeem, wasn't that mall situation?
yes, that was in
Yeah.
Tyson Corner. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yup.
Well.
Yup.
Ultimately, it's like I keep giving you passes. I keep giving you passes. I keep. I mean, and this is why, like Zay said, looking defenseless will help you. Well, looking like you on a defense will help you because from the outside looking in, it's like they fucking with him. They bullying them. They doing all types of shit to him. You know what I'm saying?
but
And
also what made the reason that he got charged is because it's different jurisdictions. So me and Zay, we both live in a commonwealth. That
Right.
is not the same. It's not the same rules as regular states.
right.
Right.
So we have special rules in special places and special things that you can do just based on wherever you are. Where Tyson's Corner is at, there is no open carry. Point blank, you do not get the open carry. It doesn't matter what the law says in another
Right.
city or whatever. So, and he was also carrying, and even though Tyson's Corner is private, he was carrying and he released a firearm in a public setting. They
Mm-hmm.
have different rules up there in Fairfax County, opposed to
Right.
where I live, opposed to where I'm from. So it's like every city might have their own. There's a whole bunch of places out here there's no open carry, and this is an open carry state. This is a,
Right.
it's not constitutional carry, but it's like it's open carry, but you don't have to. You can go if you can legally purchase a firearm. You don't need permission. You don't need a license. You don't need to talk to nobody. You don't need to be trained. You should be trained,
Mm.
but you don't need to do any of that. Like you can go. When I bought my first gun, it took 45 minutes from the time I
Hmm.
got out my car and the time I put my gun in my trunk. 45 minutes total. Is
Damn.
that my girlfriend, daddy? That's him. Um, yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like this is where we live, but it's like I can open carry in the city that I live in, but the city across the bridge from where I'm from, there is no open carry there nowhere. You
And
cannot
this
do it.
VA, right?
Yes.
Yup. And PA.
And in Pennsylvania, there's only it's four
Yup.
corner
And PA. Like in
Okay.
seven.
Philadelphia, we cannot open carry. But if I
Mm,
go to York, PA, or Harrisburg, I might could open carry there. Well, York,
yeah.
you could open carry down there, but like here,
It
no.
just depends on where you at, because
Uh,
everybody has their own governance. We're all one, but we all have our own rules and your own regulations. Like ain't
Mm-hmm.
no, and because this is Virginia,
Hmm.
so it ain't gonna be none of that open carrying up there where the Pentagon and Quantico and all that, Secret
Right.
Service and the DC and all of that stuff like that. They're not allowing any of that out there. But where I
yup.
live at, you can do what you want to do. It's fair game. Nobody can tell you, you can, 18 years old, go in and get you a shotgun. Ain't nobody, or AR-15. Nobody's gonna stop you. You can't. There's no
Right.
ammunition. There's no ammunition limits where I
Them
live.
police,
That's no.
them police coming. Them police coming with the SWAT team, bro. In Baltimore, you fuck around and try to
Ooh-wee.
carry it, Baltimore, if you want to, bro.
Mm-mm.
But
Boy
yeah, it
said they
just depends
coming
on
with
where you at.
SWAT.
Yeah, they coming, bro. They playing no games, bro. And they
And
ain't asking no questions either. So you might just want to just take it off. Don't even take it off. Just lay
Yup.
down there. Yeah, just
And
let
they
them
not
do that.
right.
yeah, like and it just depends on where you live at. There's only four commonwealths, so our laws are different. Pennsylvania, Virginia, Massachusetts, and Kentucky. So the stuff that other people have to go through, we can.
Hmm.
It just kind of depends on where you live at, because everybody got what they want for where they live. Opposed to
Right,
if you live
Mm-hmm.
in Maryland or Texas or something, you kind of just got to go by the rules set by everybody else.
right. All right, let's get this video going. Just we running down on time.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off and get in the chat and listen. I think y'all have a good day.
All
Already,
right,
Naeem.
Naeem,
All
you
You
be
right,
too.
safe.
Dame.
Peace.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 5, you are more than likely going to get arrested. Now, I know this is going to rub people wrong, and people are going to be, it's because you're a cop. No, no. As there are very few situations that occur in which it is so clear cut and the facts are so self evident that you will not end up in jail. But odds are, the day of the encounter, you are probably going to get arrested. So you need to be ready for that. That's an uncomfortable truth, man. Like, you just got into the worst situation of your life in a Walmart parking lot, and now you're going to go to jail. You're going to get out, provided you do anything dumb. But keep that in the back of your head. It's an uncomfortable truth of self-defense. You are probably going to go to jail, at least for the night. Number 6. Even if you are not arrested, you are probably more than likely going to lose that gun. Fact, 100%. Happens
For
even as law
sure.
enforcement. So as law enforcement,
Real talk.
He ain't
And
lying about that, Chop. He's not
yeah.
lying about that. And you can. I'm gonna be honest. You can get your gun back. Um, but you gonna have to fight for that shit. Like, and it's gonna take probably like 2 years or 1 year. I don't know how other states do it because right now they took my gun in the self defense situation. You know what I'm saying? And right now I'm
Mm,
fighting to get my shit back, so I should be getting it back soon. Um, and if you have a holster, they will take it like downtown to the, so you gotta pick it up from a different location and all types of shit. So
right.
magazines and all of that.
Mm,
So yeah, and they not gonna handle your shit with a bag and all that. They gonna give it to you. It's gonna be like cocked. It's gonna be like cocked back, and it's gonna
mm-hmm.
have like a little thing sealed to it. It's gonna be sealed like tight as fuck. So you gotta cut it off with some special knives and shit. So
Damn.
yeah, man, that shit real. He not like if you don't say nothing about your firearm, and there's so many different processes you gotta call them. First of all, it's like a specific time you gotta call them. You can't just
Mm,
randomly call them in the middle of the night or the middle of the day. You gotta call them in a specific time, like around like approximately like 10 o'clock. That's the best time in the morning. That's the best time you got to call. And it's like you can't call the office. It's like you gotta go through. It's so much shit, chop. You gotta go through like three different people to get the number, and then on top of that, once you get the number, you gotta email them. So you got to email them all the information of your firearm. And this is very important. If anybody got notes or a notepad, notebook, whatever, an iPad,
mm,
every firearm you purchase, you put the serial number down. Every time you put the serial number down, what it looks like, what it, how it looked manufactured, how it came, not
right.
what you put on it and all of that, how it came. Put it all down. And the name of the gun, what model, put it all down. So then that way you could copy and paste from your notes on your phone, and you could copy and paste it and email that to them. And
Mm,
they will contact you back. That's why I said so. And you gotta get on their ass about it at like consistently. If you don't get that email, you call them. Don't call them every day, but like call them if you already put your information out on the email and all that stuff. And you gonna need the detective number because you need proof of your firearm being, taken. So you're gonna
right.
need to be in contact with your detective as well. And you need his number and his fax number and all types of shit. So all that
Mm,
stuff is important. So take notes.
mm. See? Y'all think y'all just gonna call down there like,
Man,
yeah, man,
that
hey, y'all got my gun, man. Can I get it back? You
that's
no,
some good
no, y'all got a
info
whole
right there.
process. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And this shit might take years, chop and beat, because it's like they gotta study the gun. They gotta see how it fire. It's all types of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What type
Right.
of ammunition you use? You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Your
Yo,
gun is being investigated and shit like that. So it's being tested out and shit like that.
Hmm.
So it might take a year or two. It might take a year or two. You know what I'm saying? So
That shit crazy.
If I have, my Gen 5 45, it's all decked out and super sexy and pretty, right? If I get into a OIS, so an officer involved shooting, they are going to take this firearm away from me. This firearm is going to go live in an evidence lab for about 6 to 8 months, and I will get it back once I'm cleared. And everything's good. That is why I always advocate for having a second one. This one's getting a acro the same color as the light, but having a second firearm because I like that one and I would rather not be without it.
Don't mind that part. That's just personal. That's just personal preference. You know what I'm saying? He just basically okay. He just basically saying like if you like a particular type of gun, and you don't want to be without it, then just be ready to have two of them because if you shoot one, they're gonna have, like Zay said, it's gonna take you up to a year to 2 years to get your stuff back. And if you like that particular gun, you might want to have a spare one around so you can carry it.
And another thing too, Chop, if you want a second gun, your second gun gotta your second carry gun gotta kinda be the same, like the same build, the same archetype. So you won't be like less familiar with the gun. You know what I'm saying? And this is for people who's not a real big. Some people might not have the expenses to buy multiple guns, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying, or they're not into guns like that. You always want to buy like kind of the same thing and build it the same way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead, Chop.
Where you at? Chuck.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Number 7. If your concealed carry firearm is not the most fired and trained on handgun you own, you are wrong.
I'm not messing with you, heavy lefty. Heavy lefty says that's why I got a high point. Can have that shit. You damn right.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
real
all
talk.
right,
That
lefty.
hey,
He
hey,
left. He's stupid.
hey, shit. Them points are gonna knock some fire. The points gonna knock a chunk out of his ass. Shit.
Uh-huh. Hey, girl, hey, look.
Oh shit.
And you go and they affordable. You ain't even gotta worry about
Boy,
it being
you can get 100 of them hoes.
real talk.
Mm-mm.
Heavy lefty crazy.
Nah,
I know
shit with them
lots of guys. I've
points.
covered this a bunch. We've talked about it. I've talked about the fact that, hey, you know, I don't carry my staccato, even though I shoot it the best, I shoot it the most. I don't carry my staccato because I don't want to lose it if I get into a shooting. That's the wrong answer. So what you're basically telling me is that you are choosing a less effective firearms platform in your hands, your capable hands. You are choosing to get a less effective option because you're afraid that if you have to use it, you're going to lose it for 6 months while the
I ain't gonna cap. Now, because I seen the staccatos and stuff, they are too damn expensive, one, and they too damn fancy for me to go shooting. I You're
They
not
don't want to
worthy.
carry no fucking staccato for no everyday
Yeah,
carry, bro. Like
yeah,
average
yeah.
person ain't on that
Who,
kind of shit, man.
who the fuck? Yeah,
The
who the fuck
fact,
do
big.
you think you are? Like, you not even worthy enough to get shot by a staccato, my nigga. So if I have to shoot you, I'm like heavy lefty. I'm gonna shoot your ass with this cheap ass, this sky or this motherfucking high point. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready to shoot you with my high
Fact.
class gun. You ain't even worth that.
Or say staccato. Man,
Yeah. You feel me? Shit, you shouldn't never be even be thinking about carrying a staccato for your everyday carry, just in case you gotta shoot something. Motherfuckers ain't even worthy enough, bruh, for that shit. But when hey, the only person worthy enough to get shot by a staccato is John Wick, bruh. That's the only person, bruh. And probably
Woo-wee.
yeah, and probably Denzel in Equalizer, bruh. But if you ain't neither one of them, bruh, yeah, you ain't worthy enough, bruh.
that's what I be saying with them white dudes. Y'all just they be capping too much. Like, come on, man. Staccato, my nigga. Like, get off the gas, bro.
I
They
like
they be they be real gun bougie. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, hell
yeah,
yeah.
they be
yeah.
gun bougie like a motherfucker.
You see what his everyday carry is? It's a Glock. He ain't got no staccato up there. He ain't showing me no
Right.
staccato.
Right. Shit.
The investigation's going on. That's really stupid. Because here's the thing: if remember what I've told you guys before, gunfights are true blue, open division, run what you brung fights that you had competitions that you had no idea you were even going to be involved in until it started because bad guys go first. So if that's the case, I want the best option I can. I've referred to this as if you wouldn't intentionally go shoot a USPSA match with your tiny little Keltec, I probably wouldn't be carrying it. Um, Everybody's got kind of their own options. For me, like this is one that I will run summer weather and stuff like that. But I shoot this just as well as I
Summer
do
weather.
my full
Get the
size
fuck
guns.
out of here.
Um, but that's a concession I'll make. But typically, this is what I'm carrying in this holster: Tenacore Malice Soul, my Gen 5 45 with Radian Ramjet Comp, X300 Turbo, Acro. I carry this on duty.
My point exactly. He carry that every day. He ain't gonna catch him no other time without that joint on his head. Like this. See now. I always talk about Glocks, bro, because Glocks are like I done seen Glocks shoot at water. I done seen Glocks get covered in mud and shoot. I done seen Glocks, motherfucking. I have yet to see a poor performing Glock. I done seen them put a Glock in cement and that shit still went off. So I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, Glock is the way to go. I get it, Shouts out to Springfield. Shouts out to M&P, Smith and
Uh,
Wesson. Yeah, I mean, shouts out to them, because they got I carry it easy, a 2.0 easy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what that is. That's an M&P,
uh,
M&P shield. So
uh.
that's my everyday carry. But if if I had the ability right now to get a Glock, I will put the M&P, but happily retire that motherfucker and carry the Glock all day, every day.
Yeah, as much as we hear about Glock and the hype around it and shit like that, it is useful. It is
Hmm.
very useful. You know what I'm saying? Depending
Hmm.
on how you use it.
Real talk. Real talk.
Off. It is the gun that I am shooting consistently the most right now, which means that if I get into a shoot tomorrow because I'm in, Kearney, Nebraska doing some stuff and something bad happens and like whatever badness in Murphy has chosen to show up on my day off in Kearney, if I use that firearm, I want to know that that's the best option I could have had at that time, right? Sometimes we have to make things because of, clothing choices or what have you, but I'm not going to train on these platforms really well and then carry a little LCP.
Yo,
Like that's
Chop and
stupid.
B.
What up?
And
What
that's
up?
a very uncomfortable
Yeah.
truth for a lot of people because they don't.
Yo, I'm gonna have to slide on this, John, because they just opened the doors. I'm at work right now, so
Okay. Okay.
Okay, bro.
slide on y'all.
Yeah.
All
Yo,
right.
Chop. Yo, thank you for having me on the platform, and yo, we gonna drop more videos, man. We
Yeah.
really gonna, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I see
Definitely.
y'all.
Definitely.
I see y'all in the back.
Already.
Already, bro.
All right, salute, salute.
Yeah. Enjoy your day, bro. Yeah, and like this what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Zay brought this to our attention. And like I said, this is a heavy topic that we need to talk about because a lot of people aren't fully aware of certain things and ready for certain things like this to happen. So like even I had my kids running like little in-house routines and stuff,
Hmm.
and showing my oldest daughters and my middle aged daughter how to, like, use the reflections from lights and stuff, where people cast shadows and stuff like that, like to use that. Look for spots in your room that you can hide, and like, it's like practice not being quiet. You know what I'm saying? Practice, like, work on being quiet when you in there. Like, and if you got a daggone escape, how you gonna escape out the room? You know what I'm saying? So I was showing her, like, if your ass in there, you can lock the door and close a motherfucker in there, and because of the person just trying to hurry up and get to you, he's not gonna know that the door is locked. You see what I'm saying? So that means that gives you an extra little bit of time, because he gonna have to unlock the door before he can get out the motherfucker. So it's like,
Right.
yo, like little shit like that can go a long way. Just being able to think like that can help you out. This is stuff that we gotta
Shit,
go over.
shit, holding your breath. You know what I'm saying? You might have to, even if you hide, you might have to hold your breath.
As we all know how those scared breaths be. Oh shit.
Right, right. Them holes is deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to hold your breath. Shit. You hear a little noise in the background. That's me getting these dishes.
Uh,
I'm shit.
I know.
Wash these dishes real quick. Okay.
You good, you good. And yeah, shout out to Uncle Freeman. Freedom. Uncle Freedom. Shout outs to him, bro, because I mean he put this video together. He ain't had to, but he did. And he did a
Right.
good job explaining, over certain things that he was touching, that we stopped and tapped in on. He doing a good job.
Yeah, yeah. Zay came through with that. Uh, the take down the make and model of your
Mhm.
firearms. That's I had been doing that, but shit, the way he explained it, I'm gonna switch mine up a little bit.
Yeah, no cap, no cap. I'm finna do the same shit, make, cause that's like an inventory check right there for real.
Right now, I got one, but I'm gonna streamline it down to how what he's saying because
Right.
the way I got mine set up is shit. I got everything with the attachments on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back and photograph everything, get everything off of it and shit. Do it like that.
Naeem sent me a picture of how her spreadsheet look. So I'm send that to you so you can have an idea on how
Okay.
they be doing it. And I was also telling Zay too. Um, we're gonna we're gonna be coming out with some ACOG patches too. So you can put these on your gun bags, on your vest, on your backpack, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you want to put your patch at, we gonna be trying to. Well, I'm not trying. I'm gonna be working on getting us some ACOG patches. So like Nine said, we need to know friendlies when that time comes. So if you ain't got your ACOG patch, don't be mad because you get treated the way you get treated, bro. You ain't got your ACOG patch. I don't know if you're friendly or not.
Right. uh, well, so you ain't got your patch.
Word, like you ain't got your patch. I don't know if I can help you out. All right, Naeem said, hold on, we going Naeem said, put it up there. So hold on, let me save this real quick. Save this real quick and throw it up here on this stream. Hold on, let me All right, there you go. So this is a picture of how she got her spreadsheet set up.
Okay.
So like, okay, serial number, battery type, light. Oh, change battery date, notes. Okay, so okay. Yeah, this is a real inventory sheet. Yeah, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do that. That's dope. That's dope how you did that. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fire, nine. Yeah. I know. I can tell. I can tell it's not the whole template. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good enough. I already say that's good enough.
Right. That's a template. That's all we
Yeah,
need.
yeah, that's good enough. That's a good template right there. And then on the note, she got like different things and stuff like that. Got you. Yeah. See, I'm glad. Salute to Zay, bro. I'm glad Zay brought this to my attention, and I'm glad we was able to come in here and cover this shit, b because we needed this.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Cause shit, we all learning. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Word.
Shit, we all learning, and ain't nobody above. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Hmm.
correction or whatever the fuck. We trying to improve around this bitch. Shit.
Facts. Nah, real talk. Shit. Let me go ahead and start this joint now.
Don't want to think of it like that because it justified them buying that little tiny ass freaking gun. Number 8, your ammo selection does matter. Now I know somebody's going to parrot some of the stuff that's been said in other videos or things that I talk about, and they're going to talk about, oh, nobody can afford to buy that expensive ammo. No, that's not what I'm talking about, right? And no, it's not. It has nothing to do with the whole BS thing you hear that they're going to use your ammunition choices against you in court. They could try. It's never been successfully done. That said, I still wouldn't pick an ammunition that is super gimmicky and has like a tombstone that says RIP. We don't want to do the prosecution's job for them, right? We don't want them to be able to speak to my mindset before it.
That's
Facts.
debatable. That's debatable because if you using a firearm for self defense and you choose to go with a round that's a little more powerful than the typical round, shit, that ain't to me. That's not saying that you got murder on your mind. To me, that's saying you're not gonna play with nobody.
Hmm. Yeah. That's true too. That's
You
true
see what I'm
too.
saying? That's
Hmm.
what that says to me. That you got them high power, high grain
Yeah.
rounds in your magazine. That lets me know that you're not gonna play around. You ain't playing, and you're not trying to use a whole bunch of shots to get your point across.
Hey, talk about it, B. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. So that's debatable. Well, I stand on the ammo choice because again, in a self defense situation, bro, if
Hmm.
I can hit you with some armor piercing shit, I'm gonna hit you with that. The fuck? Ain't no there are no rules. That's all this shit, bro. If I can hit you with some specialized ammo, that I made a choice that this is what I want to use to protect myself. No, I don't agree with that one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, we can let it roll out. Though. I was just saying, shit.
No, no,
If
no.
you choose,
That's a
if
good
you
point.
choose, if you choosing a high quality firearm, what the hell you gonna have a high quality firearm for in low budget ammo?
Hmm.
That don't match. That's like having a Cadillac and getting out with fake Jordans on.
Hmm. Man, say. Hey, you right, B. Okay, all right. I see. I see. I was thinking a little different. I was thinking a little different. You know.
They sell high power rounds for a reason, and civilians can buy them. It's for a reason.
Right.
You got practice rounds, you got range. I mean, they classify
Hey,
it as that.
let's not act like citizens can't get plate carriers and shit.
Man, come on, man. They got all this shit out here for us to get. So,
Right.
my bad if I run up on a man that got some high powered ammunition in his magazine. That's my bad. That ain't his.
Hmm. Gold dots, man. Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely with the plus P. Mm-mm.
Took place
But
because of an ammunition choice. Carry a good defensive ammo, something that says duty, defense, whatever your local law enforcement carries, as long as it's a good, trusted, and vetted round. But your ammo actually makes more sense and makes a bigger difference because of its accuracy, the consistency, and the penetration you're going to achieve with it. If I am using a sub penetrating load and I am suddenly faced to take an oblique shot because I have no option, and I catch this guy's shoulder, break all this up, but the round stops about here, I didn't do any good, man. I didn't end that threat at all. I just winged a dude, right? Versus having something that drives a little deeper, does its own thing. That would be the option.
Now, cap. We not gonna just act like clipping the bird's wing don't knock the bird out the sky, bro. Yeah, man. I ne-
right,
I never known a bird with a gippy wing to be able to fly, and not fly as far as he need to fly.
right.
So yeah, shit. We do that now. That was one of the parts that I was tripping off of. You know, it's like, no, we don't want necessarily eliminate the threats, but we do want us to stop the threats. And sometimes, motherfucker, if you clip that wing, motherfucker can't use that shoulder though. We can't. He over there like this. Ah, yeah, me shit. What he gonna do? Motherfucker over there holding on to his arm and shit. I mean, unless you air rack scooter, yeah, I mean, you gonna motherfucking cock that bitch and finish firing. But yeah, again, you gotta be like air rack scooter, be able to rack that joint, and you gotta be strong enough throughout the pain of this motherfucking shoulder hanging on to his last limb. You being able to cock that bitch and yeah.
And we all know that that's not. Well, I don't know. In the situation, adrenaline pumping. Who knows? But shit, the average motherfucker can't bump their toe on the end of the table without hooting and howling and hopping around and shit and sitting down.
Real
God
talk.
damn, just rocking back and forth and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, hell yeah. So I don't know about this imaginary gunshot bullet you gonna take and just be like, ah, damn, I got shot. Man, fuck that.
Right.
Woo,
Yeah.
woo. Nah, nah,
Cause,
nah,
cause,
nah.
cause shit, even if you didn't know you were shot, once that registered in your mind that you hit, now here come your mind finna play tricks on. Now your mind finna blow up everything. Now you can't move, fucking
Mm-hmm.
limb. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's cap right there. Any hit
Yeah,
is a good hit. Shit.
yeah.
any hit is a good hit in a self defense situation because 9 times out of 10, that first hit gonna lead to other hits.
Exactly. And that first initial hit, if the motherfucker just not full blown retarded, like I'm talking about like just don't give a fuck about life. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. If he not really full blown retarded like that, then that first initial shot, he gonna yeah, it's a lot of soul searching after that. It's a lot of soul
Oh
searching
yeah,
after
yeah. It's a lot of soul searching and it's a lot of let me get the fuck out the way.
Let me get the fuck out the
Shit.
way.
Let me get the fuck out the way. This motherfucker done bust my ass.
Real talk. Real talk. Shit, he start going
Shit,
over
gang.
life
It's it,
conditions.
it's like Tyson said. Everybody got a plan till they get hit in the mouth. Shit, everybody got a plan till you get shot. Now, motherfucker, your plan is to get away, get the cover, get away. You ain't even in the gunfight no more.
Real talk.
Because again, I've been around situations and I've seen dudes get shot, and the average dude, everybody I seen get shot, they was at the fight. They didn't keep fighting. Everybody didn't die, but I'm saying as far as the gun battle go, once that initial shot hit, that was it. It was a whole bunch of
What?
Owen and it was a whole bunch of Owen and hollering and rocking on the ground and that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. What and people act like so people act like these bullets don't travel at over 100 miles an hour. Like you you getting
Bro,
you getting shot and that bullet actually stopping is enough force to actually knock you on your ass. It depends on where you getting shot at. So the fact that
you
people
got
just think they just gonna take a bullet and then it's like, yeah, I ate that. Like, nah, bruh. This shit,
you got
man.
some of these rounds. You got some of these rounds traveling over 2,800 feet per second. That FPS that you see after if you look on the ammunition box and that FPS, that's feet per second. So if you shooting around that's traveling over 2,800 feet per second, Google how many feet is in a mile.
Hmm. If
So
you
you getting
can't,
you so you getting hit with some shit that's going over half a mile in a second. The
hmm
force, the feet. So hell yeah, you finna get knocked. You not finna keep being in no fight after getting hit with some shit like that.
motherfuckers can't even sit still when the car stopped from 30 to a zero.
You
So
see what I'm saying?
you see it, yeah, like
Come on,
30,
man.
30 miles an hour to zero. You like, oh, why you slamming on the brakes
Let me
on like,
see.
oh, you feel me? So a daggone bullet that's flying, would you say 28
You got some rounds that go over 2,800 feet per second.
man, that thing hits you and stop, man. Yeah, you probably do a backflip.
I got some 9 bullets. They travel 850 feet per second. Bro, you get hit with that. That's man. That is come on, man. You're not still finna be in no fight. And you done got hit with something that's traveling 850 feet per second.
Mm-mm. Bruh, nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
And then
We gotta be real.
we just talking about the impact. We're not talking
Right.
about we're not talking about all the damage that's gonna get done. We're not talking about the heat that
Yeah,
is
we're not
gonna
talking
bring.
about penetration. Yeah, we ain't
Yeah,
talking about penetration or none of that.
yeah, like all that kinetic energy that comes from behind that bullet when it's traveling. Like, man,
Let me see. Let me see how fast these shotgun rounds go. Uh, so
Look, a train around this is 1,200 feet per second.
see,
That's a quarter. She said that's a quarter mile in a second.
see what I'm saying? So you get hit with something like that, with that kind of velocity, bro. The fight is over. You're not. Ain't nobody finna keep fighting.
Nobody finna keep fighting
Ain't
after that.
nobody. Ain't nobody finna keep fighting after that, bro. If anything, even on the movies, when a motherfucker get hit, what's the first thing they do? Try to get the cover. Even if they still fighting, they
Heck,
don't just keep standing there. They don't keep just
heck,
standing there. So he on some video game shit talking about some wings.
yeah,
Motherfucker, a grazer in the gunfight. Nigga, if you get grazed, the fight is over. You gonna be on some other shit.
yeah, yeah. What?
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So all that you just wing it, you didn't do a good job. Nah, bullshit. In the real world, that's enough.
Heck yeah.
And the wing is enough to keep you from going to the penitentiary for some years. If you just want to be technical.
If you if you want to be technical, and that now see now we talking about shot placing. You know what I'm saying? That so so technically, yeah, you don't in a situation like that, it's gonna be hard to just think about, oh yeah, I want to place my shot here, I want to place my shot here. But if you do enough muscle memory and shit like that, you will be able to actually aim and shoot somebody in their shoulder because you know what you're aiming for.
Right. That's why I
Like,
said at the outset, have a mental picture already of where you trying to, where if you had to pull your strap, you got to pull your firearm. You already know where you want to aim, and everybody got their own area in that respect. You know what I'm saying? Their own preference. I mean,
shit, a rifle. Look at that. A rifle 27 miles per hour.
see.
Mm,
So again, when you talk about impact, and that's just impact. That's not talking about penetration. That's not talking about the residual damage that impact that hole. That's what makes the hole. Once it hits you, all that force spreads the skin.
hmm
That's why certain rounds have a certain entry hole, but that exit hole be on some other shit.
Yeah, like that. The curvature on that joint is especially with rifle rounds. Rifle rounds is made for the penetration to go straight in and straight through to the other side. It ain't made for that motherfucker to sit in there and stop and none of that shit. Shit made to go from this side to that side.
Yep. Shit, I don't even have no. Yeah, I do. No, I don't.
How much time we got on this? Okay, we got a couple more minutes on this. I know you ready to be wrapping it up, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm shit. I'm finna iron while we on the phone. I mean, I just got through shit. I'm in this motherfucker cleaning up and doing what I gotta do while we talking.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Option I would choose. I will also tell you that good defensive ammunition is much more consistent and accurate out of your firearm once you've zeroed and set that up. So it does matter. Also, Full Metal Jacket, not a round I would carry. I don't care. I don't care if it pisses you off. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. You need your feelings hurt. Don't. Here's the thing. I said that in the why you don't stockpile FMJ video, and people literally commented on that video that because the government uses it, that's why they carry it. Again, I literally said in the beginning that is the dumbest argument known to man. And then people say, well, barriers and penetration, a good quality self-defense hollow point, a critical duty, an HST, a gold dot will penetrate all barriers that you're going to find and give you adequate penetration into a thoracic cavity to stop a threat. It will also dissipate its energy while inside of that thing so that it does not exit our particular Minecraft character and then wound or hit something it doesn't need to wound or hit. Don't buy crappy ammo. Don't carry crappy ammo. Full Metal Jacket will never be a defensive round. Yes, I know the government didn't sign the Hague. For those of you that can't listen to a video and immediately ran down there and commented that, I covered the whole thing. Our allies did, so we adopted. Number 9, your awareness sucks. Fact. But it's not actually all your fault.
He ain't cap on that part, bro. There's no caps in that. That's facts, bro. It, people fucking awareness sucks, bro. And it's sad to say, it's just one of the things that we have to deal with within this society now with the times of everything being fast paced.
Yep. And then, social media has removed the eye contact factor. A lot of time you can avoid situations. A person may have something on their mind towards you, but like Naeem said, you catch eyes that a lot of time will deter a lot of bullshit coming your way, just regular eye contact.
Hmm.
But when you got your head down on your phone and you wrapped up in whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not making eye contact. So shit, that eye contact, that shit is like a gun.
Hmm. Shouts out to Grump
Cause
with the
because
verbal and non-verbal cues.
because rare is the person that's gonna run up on you and you looking them straight in the eye.
Hmm.
Only people do that, and only people that's gonna do that is somebody you got a personal beef with. Other than that, a total stranger is not gonna run down on you and you looking this fool straight in his eyes
Hmm.
because you aware he exposed. The predator needs to prowl to stalk. So if you make an eye contact, that's done eliminated that situation. What you gonna do when I'm looking straight at you? I'm just saying, what you gonna do when I'm looking straight at you? You ain't 9 times out of 10, the average person ain't even finna try nothing.
Nope. Heck no. Like you said, the cover's blown.
Yeah,
Because
you cover.
the whole point of the quote unquote bad guy is to catch you at a false state of awareness, where so yeah, I mean I can get what I need to get and get out of here.
Right. So if you done made eye contact, shit, that's eliminated 90% of what you may experience in society. Because again, unless you're just in a situation where it's a mass shooting and that's beyond your control. But
Right.
on a personal level, like you getting in and out your car, you going in and out the store, eye contact gonna eliminate 90% of your problems. And I ain't saying you got to make eye contact and speak. I don't speak. You know what I'm saying? I look at you. I'm looking at you. I'm assessing. I'm on some Terminator eye shit.
Well,
I'm running a check.
I done did that to so many. I done did that to so many people and took them out their comfort zone that they was like, "How you doing? Like, what's going on,
Right?
bro?"
Yeah. Yeah. Motherfucker will speak to you. A
Yeah,
motherfucker will speak to you because you making them uncomfortable. Because yeah, and it
yeah,
ain't nothing that it's not nothing like I'm just like on some big bad shit. But yeah, I
yeah.
look people in their
Like,
face, especially
yeah.
in society, bro. And when I'm in the store, I'm out in public, bro. I don't do no looking down. I'm looking
Hmm.
everything in the face, kids and all. I ain't trying to hit shit.
I ain't what? Heck yeah, shit.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hit nothing. So,
These
and like I
bro,
said,
these
that
kids
that
alive.
eliminate a lot of problems. That will eliminate a lot of the issues. You
Yeah,
can't stalk somebody that's looking straight at you.
I done had that. I done had that happen multiple times. Motherfucker, I done walked through and shit. I done seen somebody and motherfucker look at me and shit. What's going on, brother?
Right,
They just be
right,
watching and shit. I look, and I don't mean no harm. It's not like I said, not like I'm just over paranoid. Like, oh, what he got on him? It's just like, no, I'm just aware of your presence. That's all.
right. And I'm assessing shit.
Yeah,
Shit, when in the animal kingdom, when dogs size each other up, man, it take a minute. That ain't no little quick. I'm
they,
gonna look you over. Them motherfuckers stand there. They gonna look. They gonna keep looking, and then once they decide it's cool, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. But that initial meet, yeah, they ain't.
Yeah, they done stood there for a brief minute, like, yo, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, looking up and down,
You,
and
yeah,
yeah.
like you straight? Yeah, I'm straight. You good? Already.
Hmm. It's funny how dogs do that though. That is sir. That is something. Yeah, I mean to watch though. You ever see two dogs that don't know each other just randomly meet? That should be so hilarious. Ears, eyes be all wide and shit. Like, what's up? What's up? Looking back
Right.
and
They
forth.
try. They feeling each other out. It's just you know what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
It, so
Yeah,
yeah, that situational awareness, that right there, just eye contact. If you're not accustomed to doing it, next time you out, you in the store, even if you on the street, you passing by, look people in their eyes.
yeah, yeah. Keep your head up. Just look people in their eyes. I mean, as you walk by, watch motherfuckers start greeting you. But y'all always talk about people. Yeah, I mean that people so rude, and it's because you walking around like this. You don't even know people even looking at you or whatever. You know, the moment
Right.
you start looking at people and acknowledging their presence through your eyes, people will start speaking to you. They'll start greeting you. How you doing? How you doing? And then it'll give you a more sensibility to want to start speaking to people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Shit, yeah,
And
that's crazy.
it's crazy that we got to talk about eye contact, but in the age of cell phones and screens,
Hmm.
um, see, that's an art that people have forgotten largely is
Mm.
eye contact. Even in the interview, even in the job interview, you can't maintain eye contact. That's telling the employer, "Hey, you're not too sure of yourself.
Hmm.
But you're not too sure of yourself here. How you gonna perform in a situation that may be stressful?" Same shit we talking about with the guns, and you know what I'm saying. We on the same page, but yeah. Let me quit rambling real quick.
You cannot be in condition red all the time. You can't be in condition orange all the time. Where we're like sector scan, the whole you can't do that, right? We can't be tactical Timmy and the sheepdog responder like constantly. You can't be that way because you just look paranoid. And yes, I know it's only paranoia if they're not actually out to hurt you. However, you can't be that way. It takes a toll on your brain. It takes a toll on your family, and it impacts your relationships with other people. Because part of being a good, well-rounded defender of innocence, we need to be good people too. And if we're constantly pressing the red all the time and we won't let anybody, when we look around people and we're walking around like 5'11" pants, like if we looked up the dude that like we got our photographer's vest on the whole 9 yards, right? If that is you, you are wrong. But we also live in an incredibly safe country for the most part. Our country does go really stupid a lot of times, and depending on where you live, it could be a way more stupid than other places. I can tell you in Nebraska, we don't do that. You'll get got. You show up and kick in somebody's door in this place. However, if we're looking at it, probably it's a safe environment. So you're not thinking about it. But there are little things we can do. And it's something. And it kind of goes to mindset. But I this will be its own video because it's super important and it's what's known.
And make sure when you do that video, you make sure you break down the different sectors, because for a place like New York or a place like Chicago or a place like Atlanta, Baltimore, yeah, I mean California, you might want to be more on in the state of orange than yellow. You know, you said Nebraska. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think shit pops off in Nebraska like that. I mean, so
Man, if you in the inner city, you better be on red at all times.
yeah, you better be on red or orange. Yeah, I mean when you leave the house, you know.
If
So
you in the city, you in the hood, and you know you got to go to the grocery store, and you know it's homeless people around the grocery store, or you going to the corner store, you know niggas be hanging out up here. It be all kind of activity up here, and shit, you better be on red.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to drive way across town to go to another store where you may not have to deal with that situation. But shit,
Right.
I don't feel like doing that every time.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, in fact, I'm not gonna do that every time. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna pull up at the store. I'm gonna get out and go in here and take care of business and get on back in the car.
Real talk.
You know what I'm
While I
saying?
while I'm on
With
red.
that, yeah, I just feel say with that red energy emitting. Shit, I ain't lying, bro. I get out. Shit, motherfuckers need to see hazard lights when they see me.
Mhm.
Real talk.
Real talk, bro. Man, shit. I ain't playing no games, bro.
I ain't got no time for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like
Because
I
shit,
ain't
if you
we can't afford to chill. We can't afford to chill.
yeah, so all right.
As it's what's known as the mindset triad. So that is a really cool thing. I'm going to break that
Got
down for
about
you
three
guys.
more
It's a
minutes
really
of
good
this.
life lesson. It's very esoteric, kind of in nature, but it will help you if you kind of follow along with it. Point number 10: real fights, like actual real fights, are ugly and they're over very quick. They are absolutely nasty, and part of that triad deals with a large part of how nasty they can get and how long they last. But real fights are ugly. You're not going to John Wick space combat roll over a counter and like whip a dude around in the excellent BJJ move while breaking his arm and dislocating another guy's shoulder and reloading off of your opponent's belt because you jammed your pistol into this other dude's eye socket. Like, that's not how this works, man. Real fights are ugly, nasty, really, really unsexy when you look at it, and they're over. Um, so you need to have that in the back of your head. But I'm going to give you 2 bonus points today. Bonus point number 1 is you do have a duty to act as a good, prepared minded defender of innocence around you. That Minuteman mindset, that responder, for lack of better words, the sheepdog that protects the flock that doesn't realize the danger exists in the same building they're in. You have a duty to act, but, big but, your family's always first. I don't care that you're in Walmart and a dude just ran into Walmart with a gun. If your option is to go chase down dude with a gun or get your wife and children to safety, if you chose to not get your wife and children to safety, you're a hero or a wannabe hero and a glory chaser, not taking care of your priorities, because your family's always the first priority. That's going to rub some people the wrong way because I could do both. No, you can't. Get your kids out of the building, get them safe. Here's the thing: if you get them outside and you get your wife in the car and you tell them, just go, drive off the slot. I've got to go do this. There's nobody else here, right? That's a different ballgame because your family's safe. But then you're re-engaging in a potentially very bad situation that you now have no knowledge of because you gave up that territory when you left. But you can't stay because your kids are with you. But being a good witness is far more important than you being a hero. People don't want to hear that. They want the sexy part. You want to do the dick and drill, right? You being able to tell the cops what that guy was wearing, what he was, what he looked like, how tall he was, what he had, which direction he went, which door he came in, is ultra important. And in fact, that's one of the things that they harp on cops for when we're
No cap. No cap. No cap. The best thing you could do if you're in a situation like that is be a good witness. Know what's going on, know what's around you, know, identify everything that the person had on, and be able to identify any facial scars or tattoos, visible tattoos that can help with the case, because you ultimately being top cop hero, like you said, thinking this is a movie, can ultimately cause you to kill somebody, can cause them to kill somebody. What if their intention wasn't really to kill nobody or shoot the gun? What if their intention was just to rob the place and scare somebody with the gun, and you done started shooting at him and cause him to start shooting back?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yep.
like the best thing you could do is just be a good witness. And if you can, if you do have the ability to stop the crime, make sure that you're stopping it with with the necessary force needed to be stopped. You're not over using the force, and make sure you're handling it the right way, and make sure that you engaging in this was your only option of getting out or being free of something like let it be like you was in imminent danger. This is why you had to act, or
Right.
somebody else's life was in imminent danger and you had to act.
Hey, Chop, I'm finna have to goddamn me bounce.
Yeah,
You know, I gotta
we
go
about
in at 3.
yeah, we about done we about done this. He on his last point anyway, so yeah, we about done anyway. Yeah, and shit, you already know, B.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shit, I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. Shit, you wanna go live tomorrow? Oh shit, you
Yeah.
chilling?
No. I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow's
All
gonna
right,
be a chill day. So yeah, we can yeah, man, set up something for early.
all right. We'll chop it up about what the show gonna be, and appreciate everybody following through and shit. I get with you, bro.
Already.
All right.
Off duty because cops for do have like most cops have a hero complex. Like they just run towards things. At least the good ones do. There's nothing wrong with that. However, we're constantly told that it's better for us to be a good, reliable, solid witness than it ever will for be us to put ourselves in exceedingly more danger or make a bad situation worse by our actions. So that's just hard fact to deal with for most people. I know it is for me because I'm like, no, look at I'm going. Nah, it's sometimes it is better just to be a good witness. And the last part on that, but if you're going to act, you need to understand your limits. I covered this in the mindset.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that's what I just said. Know how much force you need to use. Because not everybody needs to die. Just because a motherfucker robbing the store that you in don't mean you gotta kill that motherfucker. How do you know? How do you know he don't need that money? How you know he robbing the store because he gotta buy some milk for his damn child to eat? It's not right. I'm not justifying the shit. Not justifying stealing, but I'm just saying you killing that motherfucker because he trying to make a couple of dollars to feed his kids. Now you done took this motherfucker away from his kids. Now this kid's gotta grow up. Not only they gonna be starving, now they ain't got no motherfucking father or nobody who's gonna take care of them. Not everybody needs to die. Not everybody needs to get shot and killed. I mean, shit. If you can shoot somebody without actually deleting them, and you can neutralize the threat on some just wounding, just a wound, then you're doing a good job. That's a good job. But you deleting somebody and taking them off the mat, I don't think that's a real good job unless you was in imminent danger. Unless a person is coming to you, your wife, your kids, your loved ones, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't got a knife to them, trying to stab them, trying to do something, then I don't think nobody needs to be deleted. And yeah, I'm letting the store get robbed. If motherfuckers come into 7-Eleven trying to rob 7-Eleven, and I'm in there with my gun, as long as he ain't coming in there shooting people, I don't give a fuck about him robbing that store. Look, I seen what I seen, and this is what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stopping him. I don't get paid from 7-Eleven to be no motherfucking security guard to stop that shit. Y'all get it, y'all got insurance. That's what people gotta realize. These companies have insurance. They have insurance for a reason. For shit like that. If he ain't come in there and straight boom, blast the store clerk brains all over the wall and hey, get over here and get it. Yeah, but shit. Then I ain't motherfucking engaging. Exactly. Long as they don't point the gun in my direction, we straight. We straight. Long as the gun is not in my direction, we straight. You handle what you gotta handle.
Video where I talked about understanding not only what you can do, but more importantly, when you shouldn't be doing something. For example, if you've never made a shot into a 3x5 card at 25 yards, that environment's probably not the first time to try. That is knowing not only when you should act, but more importantly, knowing when you should not, because it's outside of your limits as a responder, your physical limitations, right? If you've
Facts. If all you do is go to the gun range and shoot at a damn silhouette at 25 yards back, and you just sitting there shooting at that still picture, don't go trying to shoot 25 yards with a motherfucker running away from you, or running to try to get in the car. Like, yeah, it's not gonna go good. It's not gonna go good. Don't go if you ain't never shot on the run. Don't try to run and shoot at the same time. It's like it's a lot of things he could mention on that.
never run more than 100 yards without being completely out of breath, you are not going to sprint across the mall and tackle this dude. That is in your brain, you're going to get killed. If you have to respond, you're going to respond. You have to know your limits and act within them. Work to put yourself within your limits and then engage. But you have to do that. Bonus point number 2, and I'm going to leave you guys with this one. If you do not have medical equipment on your person all the time, every day, you are wrong. I am a big time advocate of IFAKs, and there are excellent ways to carry IFAKs with you. Things like this, right? So this is from Immediate Casualty Care. This is an IWB.
Now, this what Naeem was going over in the everyday carry stuff. You all want to carry some med packs. Y'all want to start getting familiar with carrying med packs, tourniquets, gauze, burn kits. Um, what's the other joint? What's the other joint? The zips, the stitch kits. So the zip stitch kits is like a band-aid that you put on there, and it got zip ties, and you pull each zip tie, and it closes the whatever wound it is. It closes that joint up. Start getting some of them. Like, is so much stuff that we need to get and carry on an everyday basis. Bro, I didn't realize how important band-aids was. And my wife's aunt boyfriend brought his kids over, and she had got scraped. She had got a little scratch, and it was bleeding a little bit, whatever. And we like, dang, we ain't got nothing to clean it. We ain't got no band-aids or nothing, right? I'm like, I had to think about it, like, shit. Hold up, no, I got my bag. I went in my bag, whipped out the little alcohol pads and a band-aid, cleaned that shit up with the alcohol pad, put the band-aid on that joint. I'm like, damn, yo, that shit came mad in hand. I gotta get some more of these. And it's like shit like that, bro, because we don't never know. We never know, what I mean? So many people just be randomly doing stuff and fall and get a piece of glass in their leg or in their hand and shit, and they gotta walk around with this affected ass shit because they ain't even know they had, you know, that shit was even that deep, because they just like walked off like, oh, I just scraped myself and walked off. Didn't clean it or nothing. Now this shit is affected. And it's like, bro, we gotta start carrying shit like this on an everyday basis. Shouts out to Naeem, cheat seals. That's it. That's what they are. Yep. And my mama stayed with homemade medical kits. You daggone right, because that's all me and my brother did was daggone hurt ourselves, scraped ourselves up and all that. Yeah, like people scratch you and all that stuff. You don't know what's underneath their nails. Nails dirty as shit. Fingernails all dirty. Motherfucker come scratch your face or some shit. You know what I mean? Like hands all dirty. They been scratching their ass and they balls all day. Then they ain't put no sanitizer or rinse them off and shit. Dark as shit underneath their nails. They come and scratch your face. Oh, chest seals. Okay, okay. Yeah, but yeah, they the same. Yeah, like we gotta have these. We gotta be prepared for the times that's at hand now, not what can possibly happen 6 years from now. No, 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 no. We gotta go with what's now. You know what I mean? And it requires, you know what I mean, situational awareness like what this guy is ready to produce.
Utiliclip IFAC. This has chest seals, combat gauze, nasal airway. They make options that just hold a tourniquet. You can do an ankle rig, which is what I do if I'm wearing pants. The Dark Angel's my jam for that. But if you're not carrying medical, you're wrong. And the reason you're wrong is because if we're talking about doing this part, somebody got hurt. That somebody could be you, could be your family, could be a loved one, could be a random old lady that just happened to be sitting on the wrong bench. This is the reality of this world. So, guys,
Right. Y'all want to be heroes so bad, you know what I mean? Shit, the biggest hero ain't the motherfucker ain't the motherfucker person that takes another individual's life. You know, if it came down to happen to do that, then that so be it. But real heroes, I mean, we looking to take care of people. We looking to help people out. We looking to I mean, like I said, somebody fell and started a season, I mean, we knew how to run over there, roll the motherfucker onto his side, place his head on his shoulder like on his arm and shit like a pillow, and open his mouth so that he doesn't swallow his spit and go choking on the shit while he seasoned. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the shit that we heroes and shit like that get rewarded for, not fucking shooting the motherfucker in the back or when shooting the motherfucker because he trying to rob the next person. Like that's not no hero shit. That's some vigilante shit.
hopefully you found that informative. Keep an eye out for the triad video. That's going to be really good. Lots of stuff I'm going to be filming today. Hopefully you guys dig the new camera, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback on the much shorter intro.
Shit. Salutes to Uncle Freedom, bro. Y'all go like and subscribe to it. This is a dope video. It's and like I said, shouts out to Zay. Yeah, I mean, because Zay brought this to the forefront. He said we needed to cover this, and I'm glad he did because this is like topics that we should be covering a lot, and we should be talking about a lot so all of us can stay prepped and ready and prepared, when we go out here in these streets. I mean, we can have situational awareness like my sign says in the back. I mean, we can have situational awareness. We can be able to protect our loved ones when we have to, without I mean, feeling like feeling intimidated or scared to do that shit. No, we will have all confidence. You see what I'm saying? That's what we need to build, the confidence. They took that away from us. They Once they stripped us of our guns and the abilities to actually defend ourselves, the confidence ran. Yeah, I mean, we gotta bring back our confidence. Yeah, I mean, we got it. We can bring it. We can bring it back. We just gotta start slow. Start with these videos right here. Start with Full Spectrum. Start with Naeem Edwards. You know what I mean? Go to her channel and look at the videos that she put up there and ask yourself, is this the shit that you see on an everyday basis? Because I know one thing, that everyday carry video that I posted from Naeem, man, say she went through 3 different phases. Not she ain't just give you one. She gave you three different phases from just regular shit to if shit break out and you gotta really get your hands dirty. So yeah, shouts out to Naeem. Go check that video out. But it's been real. We gonna get with y'all on the next one. Salutes to everybody that came in. Salutes 800. Shouts out my mama. My mama in the building. Yeah, we out. Naeem, you already know. I gotta get on my spreadsheet. Thanks for stopping past too. It's funny because they they brought you up immediately. And oh yeah, if y'all want a decent card game, y'all want a card game for your family, y'all want to spend family time, because like the homie from Full Spectrum says, it's not about being paranoid, and I'm not trying to put you in a state of paranoia, just trying to bring awareness to you in your everyday living. But through all that, we gotta have fun and enjoy family time and be with our family, and like I said, like you said, enjoy that time that y'all have and have fun. So with that being said, I mean, Katrina got a card game without Google. Y'all make sure y'all go support Katrina and get that card game. Same old gossip reheated. Y'all like her channel, subscribe to her channel, and it's a fun game too as well. This is like a trivia card game. So yeah, it's dope.
What is that very first song that stamped hip hop as your favorite genre? I'm not talking about the very first song you heard. I'm talking about that song that made you feel at home when you heard it. For me, it was Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life. I remember me and my brother, we were standing in front of the house and he was just describing to me how the little girl was singing the chorus. And in my head, not knowing how things work, of course, I'm like, hey, why he ain't pick me for that video? So I studied that video, studied that song, and I just knew that this is where I'm going to be at for the rest of my life. Or how about that very first pair of sneakers you bought? Now, I didn't have the money, but I begged my mom for like a month straight to have $75 so I can go get me some all-white Air Force Ones. At the time, they were only $65, plus tax made them $70, and then I needed some bus fare to get back and forth home, because those times, somebody wanted some gas money, and I just ain't have it to give. You wasn't dipping into my Air Force One money. I dreamed about them shoes day in and day out until they was on my feet. You know how geeked I was to be walking around with those on? Now, what about the biggest sports moment that you heard about, even if you didn't watch sports? I still remember everybody and their mama talking about how AI crossed Jordan. Now, until that moment, you wouldn't even dare think that something like that could possibly happen to Jordan. So yeah, that was just the word, just I remember it. I remember. And I'll never forget the very first movie I remembered every line to, front to back, because
all you do is spin record. That's all you do.
We were born in this culture. We were raised in this culture and seen the evolution of this culture. And my passion for my culture compelled me to create Without Google the card game to test your knowledge of music, movies, sports, and fashion. Go over to withoutgoogle.store and make that purchase today. So the next time someone misses game night and it was lit, just let them know. You just had to be there.